Everybody, welcome. We are in episode 19 of Factions of Fate, part 1 or season 1 or whatever we're going to end up calling it. We're having a good time. Please like and subscribe. Hit the bell if you want to be notified when we drop new videos. So let's not waste a lot of time here. We can probably just quickly jump into this game. Anything we need to discuss before we get moving? All right, I'll do a previous here. Can I get everyone caught up? Previously, at the election, our heroes revealed that Darathra Chandrel's opponent was an elder hag that had taken the face of Duvessa Shane. They wrote
literally.
They crossed arms with the hag Linaril and her minions. During the clash, Linaril ripped Flander's face right off and fled through a dimension door. Daru used a token. Boom, there you go. He had brought from Shadowfell to return Flander's face. But they believe the replica still might have survived. So you're not exactly sure how that works.
2 Flanders are running around now.
Yeah.
Zindra, along with most of the other town, froze when seeing the true form of the Elder Hag, something Zindra has had a tough time living with. Eckankar did notice that this hag was wearing the artifact that had been stolen from the Ilmater shrine years before, when most of the forces were slain.
Was it a prison?
And the one survivor, Eckankar, had been blamed for these past few years. It's a stone. It's a stone. Yeah. Kind of looks like a shard or something broken off of something. The hag might be gone now, but the reports of sightings of goblins and giants in the surrounding countryside has Tribor on alert.
Oh my.
Do you want to go farm some XP? And
Warning.
Yeah.
Warning. Yeah.
We're
they're all
not
around
ready
us.
for this.
We
We
have to
gotta
kill
go grind
boars.
some goblins.
Do we have a giant that is on our side, though?
4,000 boars.
you.
Is he blue?
Yeah. When Darathra learned that the hag was wearing the stone artifact that was stolen, she explained that the artifact had fallen from the sky along with the items she had secretly beneath the Lord Protector's tower. There was a report of a stranger sighting at the Ilmater shrine, and Darathra believed that the hag might have fled there. So she sent Eckankar to investigate. Thus became another part of chapter of your game. At the Ilmater shrine, they met the bard Noro, who was writing a new guide to the north. But Noro seemed confused as to where he was or what was actually happening.
Despite
You
all
could just say
evidence.
confused. You could just stop and confused.
just
All charisma,
Confused.
He was
no
confused.
nothing else.
I hope he gets
End
an
of
editor.
story.
That's true. All right. They tried to shake the. Okay. However, the Shadowkai, who suddenly emerged, knew exactly what they were looking for. They tried to shake down Jeru for his sword, informing the party that Jeru had stolen that item.
We all turned on him, right?
Yeah,
Not me?
Oh,
Well, I mean,
eventually. When Jeru refused to hand the sword over, the Shadowkai attempted to take it by force, but our heroes prevailed and sent the last one fleeing.
Or bleeding.
Yeah, Hemo then followed his wand of secrets down into the abandoned cistern. There, Eckankar and Theo found 2 bodies of Tribor soldiers, but to both their surprise, one of the bodies rose up and
Rather
began to
talkative.
speak.
yeah.
Or, yeah, he's a chatterbox. It would have been great if it would have beatboxed it.
spraying worms everywhere.
He's
Yeah.
like trying to talk,
Oh,
but
yeah.
all the stuff rotted out. He's
8
like,
Mile undead style. Yeah, the part of zombie will be played by every rapper ever.
no.
All right. Eckankar immediately recognized that this undead being had its face torn away just as Flander did, and was indeed his lost friend Talos, who Eckankar believed betrayed them to steal the artifact. The entity that was Talos explained that it was the face stealer who infected him with a curse that infested his body with worms, and that face stealer had stolen the artifact. Our heroes concluded that this face stealer was probably Linaril or another of similar sort.
Rude.
Yeah. Our heroes returned to Tribor, taking Nora with them by force. They learned that Darathra is now planning to move the item below the tower to Silvery Moon and wants Eckankar to aid a harper who will be coming to town. Yeah. In the meantime, Theo spoke with Zindra, both of them pouring out details of their past. Theo admitted that his heart was broken by a woman in Yartar who ran away with a bard. Explains a lot, Flander. Zindra admitted that she was abandoned by her sister, who she believes is now in Silvermoon. Finally, Foehammer met with Hemo, stating that he had faced a hag like this in the past, and asked Hemo to come back with his friends so that Foehammer could put his own skills to good use. Skills like bow hunting.
I assume he's also a hag, and he's just
He's got skills like bow hunting and nunchucks.
it's a sweet jump.
Drinking and overcharging, more like.
Cha.
His favorite things.
All right. And that's exactly where we end up. Hemo has gathered all our heroes and gone to Foehammer, who has taken everyone into his back room of his shop, the Foehammer murder room. It's there that Foehammer has triggered a device on the floor, and the floor itself suddenly begins to lower.
Right into the Sarlacc's mouth.
That's right. That's right.
Is it a giant Sharon abandoned temple?
Yeah.
Well, if he's got some crazy
Damn, how is this
workshop
under here?
down there?
There's a lot of stuff.
Did we check him to see if his face was stolen?
You did not.
So we know
I
about
choose to
Char's
believe
blunder.
He's secretly Tony Stark and has an Iron Man suit.
That's
I mean,
hilarious.
Theo has an Iron Man suit. It's not that big of a stretch.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. There can be only one.
DeLorean. All right. So there you go. You're lowering down. The rest of your group is being lowered.
Are there sharp teeth on the sides of this?
No, you just see the platform lowering.
Okay, all right.
I don't have a
Mechanical,
map.
not
Yeah, it
It's mechanical,
seems like
not,
it seems like it's mechanical. You hear some kind of a churning.
like alive.
Yeah.
Is it
We're not
slithering?
being eaten.
Yeah, it's like.
Is it
it's like-
moist?
Yeah.
Is the
Going down
ground
in your
slightly
illithid-
squishy?
Illithid birthing pool thing.
Yeah, you gotta go check the Minox chewing on the power cables. Is it the Minox thing?
Well,
Alan's thrown some weird curveballs at us over the years.
I
If you
have.
haven't picked
It
up on
could
that.
happen.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I can do. All right, so while you guys are failing all of your checks, the dwarf Foehammer is along this platform to ascend. So I'm giving you guys an option to react, to kill him, kill everybody on here, slay.
Are we gonna
Hemo
have
just
scene?
asks. Hemo just asks Foehammer. This is impressive. This platform. Did you construct it?
He smiles and he goes, "Aye." The platform begins lowering. Anything else you're going to do as this thing seems to lower 20, 25, 30 feet into the ground?
Does
Checking the walls,
Lord
make sure they're not-
Protector know about this?
No, and she won't ever. She gives you a smile.
Just gonna.
So the wall,
Just gonna
checking the
lock
walls.
that
Out.
away.
They're not slimy or spiky or anything.
No.
I can still fly up if I want to.
Yeah, you see that the platform after about the 30th foot mark kind of breaks, and you see yourself lowering into a room. Like you're kind of from the ceiling opens up, and you find yourself lowering into a room. You descend into the depths of some sort of shop. The floor grinds to a stop as the tunnel down opens into a chamber. The walls shimmer with a faint glow of veins of molten metal in the wall itself, casting long shadows that dance around a great forge at the far end of the chamber. The forge itself is not what you'd expect, far from the precise, orderly craftsmanship you associate with dwarves. It seems to be massive, and there seems to be a whole bunch of just random trash and half-made products just littering around it.
Well, this sort of stuff I'd probably have some understanding of. I've worked around forges for a while.
Possibly.
Can I?
Quite likely.
Yeah. Can I see? I mean, it's like, does it seem like a normal metallurgical forge, or is this like likely going to be more an arcane nature?
Well, let's. Why don't you give me an investigate check?
Oh, I like that. That sounds good. Investigation coming right up.
Oh, you got an 18?
From afar, you got an 18.
All right. Well, what you can see is that odd items clutter every surface here. To your left, a massive pair of gauntlets, far too large for any dwarf to wear, are half submerged in a pool of glowing liquid metal. You see them kind of there. To your right, a sword with a twisted spiral blade leans precariously against an anvil, its edge shimmering with a faint purple hue.
Hemo reaches out instinctively for the spiral-bladed sword.
Yeah. The ceiling is lined with intricate gears, some turning slowly, others rusted and frozen in place, as if they were once part of a grand machine, maybe somehow forgotten. They could also be part of the machine that actually operates the piece. You're not 100% sure. You can investigate that. But that's what you need to notice. You can see in the corner, you can notice a set of shields, each embossed with the face of different creatures. Some familiar, like dragons and wolves, but others more alien. Their forms unsettling, unnatural. There's a barrel filled with a mismatched arrows. They're fletchings made from what looks like bones and gemstones rather than feathers.
Nice.
As you step further in, the heat intensifies and the smell of molten metal mixes with something strange. There's a faint scent of sulfur and something acrid, perhaps chemicals or magic gone awry. Forge fire crackles in the distance, the flames a deep red, casting a light across the walls, kind of like a shimmering light. Hanging from the rafters, you see a half-finished construct, a golem of sorts, with extra limbs that seem to be attached. It's unrecognizable, just like this bastardization of golems, just sitting attached to this ceiling. The golem seems to watch you. Its empty eye sockets tracking your movements, sort of like the skull almost of a thing.
So it's an assistant bot.
Maybe, you never know.
Jarvis. It's Jarvis.
Yeah, at the heart of the room lies the anvil of a master forge master. Its surface scarred and pitted as though it had been centuries of use. Strange runes flicker faintly on its surface, shifting as you try to read them. They just kind of. As you near the forge, Hemo recognizes the smiling face of a gnome, one copper-chinned flask-buster, who is grasping at a hammer as he looks up at you when you enter. Oh, I see you found him. What would any of you like to do?
Where have I seen Copperton Flaskbuster?
He was the gnome that had escaped Yartar, and he was heading north to find his brother. You had saw him outside of Foehammer's. Foehammer said he was an old friend of his. Copperchin had stopped in here to find a pony because he was unable to sneak a pony out of Yartar because whatever path he had taken, as a mason, he knew all the walls and structures of Yartar, and whatever
and
path.
Little person, he could fit in those little cracks.
But he wasn't able to find a spot big enough to take a pony, so he was here looking for it.
Needed a shrink pony spell.
Yeah. So that's what
I think Hemo says, "Oh well, I see Foehammer has you stuck here in Tribor then."
Yes,
So
and I
much
have been
for-
promised the best whiskey Tribor has to offer in exchange for my aid, good sir.
Has Foehammer kept up on that end of the deal?
Well, our task is not complete. That hasn't even started yet. But I will say that Foehammer is getting the better bargain for sure. But one he's earned over the centuries.
Well, if it's between you two, just look out. Don't let that old dwarf short you.
Foehammer walks up and kind of steps in front of you, Hemo. Kind of puts a hand out kind of peruse the area all around him, and he says, "This is my forge, my true forge, where I do some experimentation and crafting of the most precious items. I've only allowed a few people to lay their eyes upon it. So count yourselves as..."
Is this why your regular stuff's so expensive?
One cannot craft the greatest of magic items on a shoestring budget, my friend.
Theo like half laughed, and he's just kind of like he's just enchanted. He's like looking around at all the stuff. This is incredible. He wants to learn everything. He's like, what are those runes? Hold on a second. That one.
He slapped your hand.
I'm trying to read the rune.
Okay, give me an Arcana.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
16.
The runes read, "Not all who wander are lost."
Nice. I'll read it out loud and say that's
That's deep.
that's nice.
Familiar.
Never heard that before.
What was that, Flander?
That it sounds familiar.
Oh yeah, like you've seen that before. Yeah.
Hey,
Eck is looking around at all these items, and he's thinking maybe this guy can help me with this Uthgard axe. Figure out why I can't let this thing go.
You certainly can ask him about it, but right now he seems to be engrossed
Yeah,
in conversation with Hemo.
Yeah.
say what you want about dwarves, but they do know how to build things.
Yes. So did you want to say something to him, Eckankar? It's up to you.
I'll wait. I mean, like
Okay.
he's just thinking about it right now.
Yeah, you let me know. I don't want to stop. Feel free to jump in. I don't want to just monologue for 20 minutes. I want you guys to,
Yeah.
jump in and stuff.
Walk up to Eck. Tentatively.
Cocks his fist.
Are you ready to speak like a rational person now?
Make sure you speak up just a little bit.
Sorry.
What would you like to talk about?
Where are we going from here?
We have business with the guest of the Lord Commander, the Harper.
That is
At least I
about.
do.
You are. I believe you are allowed to have accompaniment.
Yes, I'm not going to force any of you to come with me, but it seems we're all in for the long haul.
Well, this does seem like the hag's prize.
Yes.
If a hag has her sights set on this thing, then it is of the utmost importance to protect it. Maybe one of the worst threats the city has faced since I've taken up residence here, and I don't intend to let it act with impunity.
Clearly, Mr. Foehammer agrees, otherwise he wouldn't have gathered us here. He seems to have some knowledge that might benefit us.
Yes, Foehammer. It's a very impressive forge. It's quite a little bit of excavation you've done here. But how is this going to help against an elder hag?
Well, Hemo, my friend, these are dark times. Dark times indeed. And dark times need heroes willing to rise up. When the Elder Hag revealed herself into town, many of those unfortunate souls were unable to take action, sir. Her very presence casts fear in the hearts of the weak. But you and your friends stood against her. It is not something I take lightly. However, she is far too strong of a being for you to face alone. In my years within Mithril Hall, I was called upon many times to provide aid for my kin, and aid I gave. Though I may not possess the might to fell a giant or crush an elder hag, I am not without my purpose, and that purpose is why I have brought you here today.
Yes, you equip those that can.
Foehammer steps to a wardrobe of sorts, one crafted of metal and decorated with protective runes. He looks back at you as he stands in front of this wardrobe, and he says, "So tell me, Hemo, Oakenheel, are you the hero that Tribor needs?"
Well, I am a swordsman of some repute. I will be the hero that I must be. I've taken it upon myself to try to train the next generation of heroes here in Tribor.
Yes, I respect that. I respect that greatly, and that is one of the reasons why I've chosen you. He raises his hand and presents the pendant that hangs from his collar, and the wardrobe clicks open. Using both his thick hands, he grabs the doors and flings them open. There, in the dark light of the forge, hangs a bow and a scimitar. Each of these weapons is forged of a strange metal that might at first be mistaken for silver, but the flickering light of the forge, you make out subtle casts of a purple sheen. Foehammer steps back, looking to you, Hemo. Alas, all magic has a price, and a price I'm about to pay in material is high, so I can only offer you one of these. One that will be created, that we will create together, you and I and your friends. So I ask you now, do you choose the path of the blade or the path of the bow?
Hemo says that this is quite something, a dwarven custom for an elf, all the way out here in a town like Tribord to be chosen by what? Are you aligned with the Harpers as well?
No, though I have seen my fair share of them passing through the halls of the Mithril lands. And I have been inundated by Harpers from the days of yore till now. They always seem to find their way. So I am familiar with them, though I carry never their signal. I am a dwarf of Mithril Hall, who finds himself distant from the lands, searching for peace and only finding more war.
Well, in that we are similar, far away from our people, and protecting the ones we've chosen here. Very well then, I will accept
You picked
this.
the bow, aren't you?
Hemo turns to Theo. You have lived at my school for how many weeks
You
now?
look at him. You look at him, and his face is just this ridiculous grin, like.
He reaches towards the scimitar.
All right,
And says, "So, old dwarf, let's see what your blades can do."
All right, you reach for it and you take it in your hands. It is warm as you grab it. It has this kind of like warmth to it. You think like most metal has a cold to it. There's definitely like a warmth to it. It's almost as like it has an inner fire.
Lear casts Druidcraft to make like a small gust below his stuff as he picks it up. Extra epic.
Very dramatic. Swelling.
The cloak of ports flows in the wind.
Yes, you know that you are now holding the sword. You're holding the sword pointed due north. In your cloak of ports. The dwarf Foehammer standing beside Copperchin, he says, "Ah, and so it has been chosen. This weapon is forged from the alloys first created by Clan Ironstar. For years, we dwarves have been constantly seeking the metals that randomly fall from the skies. Since the first sundering till the second, these star metals have fallen randomly across Toril. We dwarves have gone to great lengths to gather these, to follow the ways of Clan Ironstar, and in so doing, craft some of the strongest weapons to ever grace Faerun."
Why not simply go there and get them?
Not all things are as easy as you might think. This weapon is one of those alloys, though. It is known as dark steel. By itself, it merely strong metal that resists electricity, but it will be merely the starting point for what we are about to do. It will take much of this day, and I will ask all of you to assist Flashbuster and myself to give freely of yourself in time and power. And as a reward, I will grant you, Hemo Oakenheel, hero of Phandalin, hero of Tribord, the results of my years of crafting. Do you accept this gift and freely give yourselves a piece, one by one, to craft this power?
Since we're dealing with hag-like malevolence,
Not just a hag.
You're referring to our efforts here.
Aye.
Yes. Okay. Then,
A hag from another plane, is she not?
Phrasing's important. I just wanted to clarify. You said give yourselves. I think you mean give your efforts, and I'm on board with that. Also, I noticed those gears up top. Some of them aren't moving. Would you like me to take a look at those at all? Do you need any help with that stuff? I can do that.
We are smithing a blade here, Theo.
Just stick what I tell you to do.
Yeah. All right. I'm happy to assist.
All right. He He says, so you must put yourselves in order. Who shall be the first, and to who shall be the last in helping me craft this weapon?
Hemo rolls up both his sleeves, shows his very scarred arms, and said, "I will give up everything in the pursuit of swordsmanship. Take what you want."
So Hemo says he's gonna go first. All right, who's gonna go?
I give whatever it takes. I've devoted my life to this.
All right, whatever it takes. He's like a Imagine Dragons song. All right, so who's gonna go next?
Ek will step up and put his hand on Hemo. Hemo's always been a dear friend to me, and I'll give anything to help further his cause and defeat this hag.
Aye. And who shall follow?
Thank you. That means a lot, even from a hammer guy.
I am ready. I don't know if it would be more useful for me to be third or last.
You should be last. I will be third. I will clean up anything left by the first two. Magically speaking, that is.
Jaru goes third. All right, who steps forward to go fourth?
Lear will step forward.
All right, Lear will take on fourth.
I don't know much about forging, but I will do what I can.
Who's gonna be the fifth one?
Flander will step up. I am but a humble bard. I craft words, not weapons. I will serve as I can.
You're a creature of magic, my friend, an elf of great power. You have traveled across Faerun and bring with you the lore. That alone can suffice. We shall see what we see, and that would bring up you.
Gladly, yes.
Half
I will-
elf, not full.
I'll play cleanup.
It's a weird thing to bring up. I am just.
All right, he takes the weapon back from you, Hemo, and he places it upon his forge. As he does, it mounts on a bracket. You see this deep reddish fire burning. He begins to speak low magical words, and as he does so, you see Copperchin open a flask. Open a scroll case, and he pulls out a scroll, one of several. As he opens it, he holds it out before Foehammer. Foehammer reading the language as the words within it begin emitting a silver sheen. Begins crying out these words, these enchanted powers, and as he does so, you see the weapon itself, the sword that you have chosen. The sword that you have chosen begins radiating energy. Kind of starts from the beginning and folds out. As it does so, he calls out to the forces of nature, the forces of the gods, and the weapon itself begins humming. And the scroll that he has erupts into flame and flickers away. Copperchin looking over. Be steady, Foehammer. These are dangerous times. We must be sure that we make no mistakes. And Foehammer says, "Aye, Hemo, come forward."
I have my sword out, and I'm like, okay, pay attention.
You gotta have your sword out.
Hemo walks forward in like a trance, mouth wide open.
All right, as he runs around his shop, taking various tools and increments, pieces of metal, pounding them and taking the dust and spraying them across the sword itself, using all of the various materials to bake within this item. He calls to you and says, "Now, Hemo, you must decide what power, what do you want to give into this weapon? What of you do you want to transfer?"
This all felt so dwarvish. I have no idea where to begin.
What are you best at?
I wish for this weapon to strike truer than any other weapon.
All right.
The perfectly placed strike. That is the essence of my swordplay. If you can craft me a weapon that could find even the smallest of targets on my opponent's body,
Then
That would be my ideal.
Then draw the sword you wield now. Draw the power of Hemo Oakenheel and strike into this blade. Strike down all of your might and transfer that energy into this blade as you do.
Hemo goes to draw the tri-metal scimitar that he found years ago on his previous adventure, but thinks twice of it and draws the amateur effort that he himself made over years, over months of toil with the forge at his school, and he takes this plain, mundane scimitar, holds it, feels the grip, and gives a good, solid swing down onto the billet on the anvil.
Give me a to hit roll on it. What'd you hit? What armor class?
With the regular scimitar of my own making, 20.
As you strike into it, he strikes his weapon down. You see the weapon and the weapon you had crafted and this weapon for a moment seem to fuse together. They spark. And then your weapon is blown back. You see Hemo actually stagger back. Boom! And as he does, the weapon, the target of the magic glistens in that point of impact, and it almost like liquid goes. And from there, Copper Chin runs forward, drawing out scroll after scroll, reading enchantments on it. The power, the forge itself travels and changes the fire from a deep crimson red to an orange. So he goes. Changes to an orange, and at that point he crawled. All of you are sweating. The heat is immense in here. Anybody wearing anything more than just a loincloth is feeling the power of the energy of the heat just burning. And from there, as the day goes on, he finally Eckankar, you are called forth by Copper Chin. Eckankar Dune, it is now your turn. You have chosen to aid your allies, to aid Tribor, and you shall endeavor to be the might that this town needs. It is up to you. What powers do you wish to enchant into this weapon?
Wait, Eckankar gets to choose? Choose something good.
Yeah, this is for him to choose.
Why ask a hammer guy the details of a sword crafting?
There are
I
other
want
things
to input my ability to defend others, and like his protection, essentially his protection fighting style. He wants to impart that into this sword, and I'm hoping I can use my warhammer and not the Uthgard axe.
All right, you're gonna draw your warhammer out, right? The fist of Helm.
Yep.
All right, you draw that out. You take it in your hands. Your hammer itself, the Uthgard axe that you have, makes no contention to doing this. You draw it out, and upon doing so,
You can see straight.
yeah, he can see straight. Upon doing so, the Copper Chin goes, yes. You will impart with him. You will impart with him the defense, and so you shall. Strike into this weapon. Strike into it as hard as you can. Give it all of your energies.
Cross my fingers.
Don't break
good.
it.
18 to hit.
All right, you strike into it. Your hammer of Helm radiating into it again. Again, the weapon kind of almost like bends for a moment. It goes, it folds in space and time itself, just kind of shimmers, and then snaps back into place. When you do so, Eckankar, you're launched back. Copper Chin and Foehammer again dancing among the forge, trying to hold the magic in, casting enchantment after enchantment, flinging items on top of it to try to maintain the balance of what is being maintained in this weapon. And when upon doing so, you can see that the weapon, the fires itself have changed from this deep orange to this burning yellow. And at that point, he calls forth, and now Jaru, you have agreed to aid your companion, to aid Tribor. You shall give of yourself. What shall you give to this great weapon?
Just go with it, Jaru. I think it's a dwarven style of forging.
That's understood. However, let's go with a little mobility, and we'll
What do you want to do?
basically Misty Step, basically the step of the shadow or whatever.
Are you gonna try to cast within it the shadow step? He says, then grasp the weapon and channel your energy. Mark off one of you're gonna use like a Misty Step spell, or you want to use the
blessings of the Raven. Yeah, I'm gonna give it the blessings of the Raven.
you're gonna give it the blessing. You're gonna
That's
cast the energy of the blessings
That's
of the
the.
raven. All right.
And he says, "Remember the Raven."
All right, you say so, and you see Foehammer and Copperchin both give you this kind of like suspecting eye, almost as if they approve of you casting the magic. But when you say the Raven Queen, they kind of look at each other and look at you like, but they appreciate the energy you give. So mark off that charge as you go forth and cast it into it. When you do so, you feel the energy, the powers of the Raven Queen channeling as you emit a casting of the spell. But you don't teleport, you don't change, and neither does this weapon. But you see it flickers out of space and time for a moment. It goes kind of appears and disappears.
Sometimes.
Foehammer.
Very nice.
Foehammer, I know you're busy. This isn't going to speak, is it?
Oh, I thought about cloning my sword. I toyed with that idea.
I give him the power of speech.
No, it's like, how would you like to make a child?
No.
Jaru, as he moves around the fires, he casts the energies. You see Foehammer himself grabbing his hammer and hitting the weapon a few times, and then sprinkling some energies on it. He takes a small vial and pours it down, and when it does so, you can see beads of something hitting and dancing along the metals itself. And with that, the fires have turned from a yellow to a green. And
Hemo leans to Theo. Is that normal for arcane stuff? My fire only stays the same color.
I've only heard of these sorts of forges. I haven't witnessed it myself.
Lear, now it is your turn.
Lear will kind of stand up as tall as he can in this forge. I don't know what the ceiling height's like. But,
you're kind of at the very tip. You know,
What's vaulted to a dwarf is not vaulted.
You're not. Right. The ceiling isn't like pressing against you, but what you see is these gears and stuff that are in the ceiling, and
don't want to get too close.
half-made golems and things like that, like kind of hanging there. So you're kind of like dancing among the pieces of metal that are hanging out.
You have C-3PO's arm smacking you in the face.
Yeah. Oh, look what they've done to me.
Lear will step up and he will pull the immovable stone hanging from his neck. He says, "I wish to impart the enchantments from this. Is this something you can do?"
Aye, it is possible. He has you reach up and he wants you to place the immovable rod such that it's the stone such that it surrounds the actual hovering sword, and when he does so, he commands you to trigger it, to turn it on.
Okay. All right, I'll wait for his cue.
All right, he does so, and when you trigger it, you see that the sword itself begins spinning inside of it, and the stone itself begins sort of like leaking energy out of it. And he says, "Yes, Lear, you have given a great gift." And he casts some more magic, and you see Copperchin going over there, and he runs over and he says, "You will know me greatly for this one, Foehammer." And he pulls off his shirt, his little tiny gnomish body, heavy lathered with sweat, and he begins casting magic into the sword itself, and he says, Flander, come forth. What do you wish to impart in the sword?"
And Flander steps forward and he draws the O'Donnell longsword that he always carries and hardly ever uses. He says, "To you, I want to give you my gift of inspiration. When you use this blade, you will feel my inspiration, and you will strike truer and harder, and swing and hit the blade.
All right, give me a swing and strike into that blade. What do you get?
Okay. I need you.
By the way, the fires when Flander comes, they turn to a deep blue. What'd you get?
Okay.
Nice.
All right, you strike with a 19. You strike in there. You want to impart the inspiration that you had from ages past, from all your journeys. You strike into it. The weapon
Max
itself.
damage, too.
What's that? Yeah,
Max damage,
The
too.
the weapon. It's feeling the impact.
Oh,
of
you're
the
gonna
weapon
break it.
itself. Yeah.
You are really strong.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
He
he's
himself was inspired.
Finally, Theo. He says, "I, Theo DeLuan, you alone will be the final one." As you see the fires turn a party purple.
Party purple.
Yeah, exactly. You see. He says, Theo, most of the day has passed, and as the long shadows of the day begin, do you have the energy? Do you have the power to cast within this weapon something of yourself?
I've been watching this and trying to decide what to best impart here today.
Mm-hmm.
We've had inspiration, we've had accuracy, we've had defense. It is a difficult decision.
Flying's not bad.
Well, remember, when you're casting into it, isn't always going
I
to
know.
translate one for one.
Maybe, but
Yeah, I've thought about placing a spell, and I've thought about some of my abilities, but
Theo,
those
if
might
I
be the
may,
best. Go, please.
with swords, it is a matter of instinct, of first impulses, of speed and flow, and not of intellect. That said, if you just smack it with your weapon, I'm sure that it might do something like the rest of this.
use your thunder gauntlets.
That is an option.
Did you just call yourself dumb, Hemo?
I will do that. I will try to impart the thunderous ability that my gauntlets have into your sword.
All right. He steps forward and he says, "Strike true, strike hard."
All right. And I'm wondering if I can even just use my armor's magical strength to pound it in there too.
If you want to, it's up to you. You're
Oh.
going to use it for the day that you have so many uses of it. So I'm sure you reset, so you have them.
Yep,
there.
I did. So I'll add one of those to it as well.
All right.
All right. So Thunder Gauntlets away. 24.
All right.
And
There you go.
actually, I don't know if I can do that. It'd just be adding strength into it, but he already.
That's okay. It's up
We'll
to
just
you.
roll with it.
Yeah, it's up to you. All right.
To the 24.
You strike into the weapon. You strike with the weapon, and just as you're about to hit it, you see this thunderous rage. This energy appear between the two. The light that was purple there begins glowing almost so bright as a white light that it's you can't even look. You have to look away. You're like, it glows super bright. You see Copper Chin and Foehammer each slapping on these giant goggles. And
The goggles they
Why didn't we have those?
and they run forward
We're all blind.
into the blinding light. The rest of you are kind of pulled back because you can't even see what's going on there. And you hear them hammering away and maneuvering inside of there. And after more time than you can keep track of, you hear them moving. Suddenly, the bright light ebbs away. The immovable stone rolls out and lands at Lear's feet, just falling there.
Grab it.
And from the sudden bright light to complete darkness, you're all a bit blinded for a moment. Just your eyes are kind of adjusting. And when they do, you see Foehammer standing there, holding in his hand a sword, a scimitar, wrought with the power of all of your team. built by the hands of Foehammer and made to be crafted for this particular fight and for the fights to come. What is that weapon? Let's take a quick break. We're going to find out.
It talks, going, well, it's good to have it.
Okay, so are you guys are ready to reveal the weapon that has been generated, that's been built by all the things you've come together?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right, Foehammer walks up to you and he takes the sword and he puts it out to you, Hemo, Oakenheel, and he says, this weapon has been crafted from the eons of knowledge of dwarves, from the power of the stars, and from the energy of your companions. It will carry you far in this new endeavor against the hag and beyond. It is all the things that your friends have offered in a way in which the stars have chosen. He hands this to you, and as you grasp it, you become bound to this weapon. This weapon now is as he gives it to you, it will take. It actually has to be. Yeah. You have to bind to it, so you're gonna have to take one of your slots that you get in order to have
But
one.
it's insta bind.
Yeah.
Attune.
Yeah, you have to attune to this weapon. So you're gonna have to give up an attunement if you already have too many. And 3 you're allowed, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
I know you get 4, right? But
4 or 5. He's at next level.
But all right. As he does so, this weapon is immediately given to you. You know exactly what this is, Hemo.
Ooh, it does feel right.
This is a +2 scimitar. It is a +2 scimitar of thundering strike. It does an additional 1d4 thunder damage when you hit with this weapon. It also has the benefit of sturdy feet, which gives you advantage from being knocked down. The side effect is it has a kinship with the Shaddar Kai themselves. And so because of that, anyone using the Blessings of the Raven Queen, if they choose, can not just teleport, but if you're both within 30 feet, can swap places with you.
Whoa.
Oh.
So that any Shaddar Kai who's using that can do it, and you have to be willing, of course, but then you can swap places with them if they choose it. And finally, once per short rest, you can add a d6 to any attack roll as the sword itself burns with divine and arcane inspiration.
Very nice.
So you can
How
add
many-
a
how
d6,
frequently was
roll a
that?
d6 and add it to any attack roll you want.
How frequently was that again?
Once per day, or once per short rest. Sorry.
Short rest.
That itself, that itself, they have crafted a weapon. He names it to you. He tells you exactly what this is. This is Eru Tu Eros, named for the dwarves, and its meaning is the many as one.
Whoa.
It's
It
Eru
is-
Tu Eros. It's AER2TU EROSS. Eru Tu
Nice.
Eros.
Slap that in the chin, I think.
Yeah, I'll throw that in the chat so everyone can see it.
I'm sorry, my elvish brain is having a hard time with the dwarven. So many consonants, you see. Yes, no, those are vowels in common. Yes, a fitting name for a blade.
Have fun programming that one into your D20 sheet, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. It's gonna be a really fun time for you.
Yes,
Now
it might take me a while to learn this one.
If you notice from crafting of the weapon, there's like some mechanical parts to it. There's some non-gaming elements to it. So it's not just like loading up attack, but you have different benefits for it.
Does the metal have any benefits as well? You said it was a dark steel.
No, the dark steel itself will resist electricity, so it cannot conduct, which means that if you attack somebody and they conduct back to you or do anything by striking them, you are immune to that striking. That is the benefit of the dark steel. So
Cool.
Your dark steel weapon is finally, as a dark steel weapon, immune to transfer of electricity. So if, for example, if you attack somebody and they automatically do electricity damage as a response to hitting them,
Yeah.
you're immune to it.
Nice.
Probably not something that comes up too often, but it is a benefit.
Well,
make-
Listen, there's gonna come a time where I'm going to need to sever a live electric connection. And it would be dangerous to do it with a steel sword, but the dark steel will be perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
There will come a time, I'm sure.
He
Okay,
said,
so +2 scimitar has a thundering strike, 1d4 thunder, plus 1d4 thunder damage on a hit.
yep,
on every hit.
on every hit.
Advantage versus knockdown. Advantage on resisting being knocked down.
Correct.
1d6 to attack rolls every short rest.
One
And
time
the,
you can basically add a d6 to your attack. Kind of take it as a free inspiration.
And the dark steel resisting lightning.
Yeah, it resists
Resisting.
lightning. It doesn't make you resistant to lightning. It's
Not
steel
conduct.
itself. Right.
It
yeah,
doesn't conduct.
Right.
And we have some mobility between the two swordsmen. So
Yeah. If a Shadowcar wishes, they can cast Blessing of the Raven Queen, and you both can teleport. Unfortunately, you're the only one who gets the benefit of having the extra resistances.
yeah,
But he can teleport.
mobility is
Yeah.
killer.
You both have to just be within 30 feet of each other to do that, and you just swap places.
That's
Okay,
cool.
so that is the weapon that he crafted for you, and Copper Chin kind of leans over, exhausted, and he says, "I expect my whiskey." And Foehammer laughs and says, "Ha ha ha! You have earned it, my friend. Now, I take this weapon, Hemo. Take this weapon and use it to guard the city of Tribor. And in your endeavors going forward, these hags do not belong here. They are of a different place, a different plane."
What better tool to remove them than a blade made of iron from the stars? It is an honor, Foehammer. Thank you.
Aye, you're welcome.
I'll
Hey.
second that. This was an honor. I have not worked on a forge such as this before, but it is fantastic.
Nice.
You are both true craftsmen.
All right, he takes out several cups that he's had in here, and he lines them up, and from there he opens a little ton of heavy, thick beer, and he pours it across. And he says, "Then we shall drink upon this." And he grabs one of the mugs and lifts it to the sky.
Instantly, I'm following along. This guy is an inspiration.
I will take out the straw.
Okay, you take out the straw, so you don't get too close to it, or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, it'll go flat.
Yeah, because it'll be. So, and then anybody else not grabbing an ale from that he has offered everybody?
Hemo is a lightweight, but he will probably take one. Yes, of course.
All right.
Flander certainly
Lear
will.
grabs one, but he waits to drink until somebody does first. But as soon as somebody does, he pounds the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Foehammer did like instantly. I am too.
Flander, do you want to add something?
Oh, I'll be indulging too.
All right. He picks up the mug and he raises to the sky, and he says, "To old friends and new, may all of your quests be true." And he clamps the across all of the weapons, even leaving yours. He goes,
Dink.
and then he slams on the beer. You can see part of it just trailing down. He just gulps it down. It is a heavy, thick beer. You can see it has been. It has a lot of
It's a creamy.
Yeah, it's like very
fucking
malty,
point.
right?
Hemo says, "Do you typically always chew these beverages in dwarven culture?
He says,
It's
"Ha,
much more toothsome than an elvish wine."
Yes, but I can actually taste it for the most part.
Foehammer says, "Ha ha ha, my friend Hemo, you may be many things: a good friend, a good swordsman, a great asset to Tribor. But I believe you have poor taste in beer. Come, we shall make our way back to the surface. I shall unleash you upon Tribor."
Very well. Let's see what this thing can accomplish.
All right. He takes you back to the elevator, and once everyone's on it, everyone's gonna go onto the elevator.
Mhm.
Okay. He flips a switch, and the ceiling slowly reaches up to you as you go into the same, basically reverse the path that you took before up into the ceiling, and within 30 feet above you, it locks and stops. And he says, now, as you do so, you'd see from the past the curtain that the day is long. You've burnt most of the day casting the spell, crafting this weapon. It's taking hours of your time. Many of you sort of feel as you kind of hit the coolness, you just feel like this chill almost, because you're sweating. All of your everything you have is like stained from the heat. What are you gonna do as you stand within the edge of inside the Foehammer's home?
I had cast prestidigitation on the way up.
All right, you're like,
He's a little sweaty and stinky.
yeah.
I'm gonna click my heels together a little bit and realize that it's been over 12 hours that they haven't been in use, and I got an extra 2 hours of flying back now.
All right, you're just gonna fly around and burn it up.
Not yet.
He's like, hoo.
All right, Space Fury filled it back to full.
Nice.
There's like somebody attacking tribe where he's like, click. Oh crap. All right. Anybody else gonna do anything while they're here in town in Foehammer's home? All right. You he gives you a final handshake, Hemo, and then he turns and gives each and every one of you a handshake, a thank you. Copper Chin did not come up with the rest of you, by the way.
Sorry. It was truly an experience. It's just a shame that Eckankar will have to report you for having that in the basement.
We do not.
I think Eckankar does start laughing.
Yeah. And now he writes a ticket. He's like, illegal building with a permit. Okay.
I do appreciate the arcane rune that you shared as well. The not all who wander are lost.
True.
I do feel I have been wandering, and I do not feel lost here. He nods at him, but thank you.
Then
I'll have to
those
remember
wise
that
words.
next time I see my brother.
That is true. Your brother, he is one of the soldiers here in town.
He is, yes.
He seems strong enough of spirit, but perhaps difficult to get along with.
Well,
And with that, all right, I'm sorry, Flander, go ahead.
you know, he is an O'Donnell, and kind of an arrogant one at that, but he is strong, and he's an excellent fighter. I'll give him that.
Well, perhaps you just have not found the opportunity to find a bond together.
True enough. Hard to bond with someone who tried to drown you.
Lean over to Eck. Aren't we supposed to meet with Fendrel?
Yes, we should go there immediately.
Very well. Then I shall let you be on your way. And he walks you kind of outside of the forge, and Hemo, you can see your school across the way is there. You see
With its wimpy little forge.
yeah.
It's homely, okay? It's
That's a good
cozy.
word for it. That's a good word for it.
As the day wanes, you can see some fires burning inside of your home. Most likely it's Sanjeet. It could be some of your students there, but you haven't had your school open for a week or so your students might not be around. You're not sure, but you can see that there. Is everybody going to go to the Lord Protector's tower?
Yep.
Excuse me, tower. Okay. All right. All right. The rest of you begin to make your way south to the Lord Protector's tower. Hemo, you have that weapon. Did you make a space for you inside of what you have
The attunement.
attuned?
I think so. Does the regular scimitar +1, does that have to be attuned?
Nope, it does not.
How about that Uthgard leather armor?
No, it does not either. That's just regular leather armor.
I think what I have attuned right now might be the necklace of adaptation,
Yep.
the gauntlet of shock and grasp,
Yep.
and the Boots of the Winterlands, actually.
Yep. So do you want to give up one of those? You'll have to give up one of those if you want to use this sword.
The boots.
Yeah. Yeah, probably the boots for now.
All right. I mean, you can reattune them at you just got to do it over a short rest, but right now they just don't function for you until you reattune them or give them to somebody else. All right.
Okay. Yeah, he takes them off in favor of some lighter shoes.
Sounds good. I mean, you could wear them. You could wear them. They just don't have any effect on you. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, you can wear anything that's not attuned to you. It's still like you can grab another sword that has magical attunements, and you can just use it as a regular sword. You know, without like so if your sword, if Zinan, his magical sword, was dropped from his hand for some reason, and you needed to pick it up, you can use it. You just couldn't use the magical properties of it. That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I unattuned from the Boots of the Winterlands, and you said I am already attuned to the scimitar today.
Yeah, you in
case I need it.
Yeah, and if you're crafting the item, you become attuned to it, right? Well, I think it's just a cool story, and I'm like, he's basically. I think of it like one of my favorite scenes is in Kill Bill when he does the ceremony to hand the sword over to her. You know,
if you should encounter God on your journey, he will be cut.
Yeah, I mean, Kill Bill is amazing, and I love it. So that I always wanted to do a cool scene where you see him kind of like make an item. All right, cool. All right, with that, you are going to head south to the market square. I'll just kind of we can put all your just move your dudes here south to the market square. That's fine. Let's put it like right about here. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's just a map.
Gathering for the handoff for the escort.
Yeah.
It's not going to go south at all. It's going to go perfectly smooth. No problems.
Listen,
it's fine.
With knowing us, you're right. Everything will go perfectly well. We're probably not even going to see that. She probably just got eaten by an owlbear or something.
One of those giants got real mad, had a snack.
Yeah.
Classic giants.
Yep. We're good.
You're fantastic. All right.
Hey, we found your owl.
What'd you say?
We found the owl.
Oh yeah.
His owl was hanging out there. All right. So now that you've traveled south to the tower, you reach the edge of the doors there, going into the tower itself. When you do so, you see that the Lord Protector is in the central area with several soldiers, and she is speaking with Garrig, and they're having a heated conversation, discussing something, not angry at each other, but more like intensely talking about it. From the door itself, from behind where they're at, you see that Tarth, the leader of the 12, he comes walking out, and he has papers in his hands, and they're talking in the foyer itself, as if they don't have time to actually go and find a meeting room. And as the rest of you approach up, you see that the Lord Protector Darathra looks up and sees you coming, Eckankar. What do you want to say?
Lord Protector, I'm here. Is our guest here and ready?
She looks at you and she says, "Not yet, but we have seen. We have scouted out these creatures. They have been seen to the northwest and to the south." And we have one of our small detachments of scouts have not returned. She says, looking through the paper, and Garrig says, "My apologies, but we have spotted a small army of giants and goblins to the south." And he shows you the map. It says they have arms and are moving swiftly north. Alarms have been raised and the militia is gathering. He says to you. He says we may this meeting may have to wait.
This could be a diversion.
Lord Protector, what would you have us do?
Diversion or not, an army including giants is a threat that must be dealt with.
Yes, but we can't
At the
leave.
cost of the stone?
Yes, we can't leave this item unattended and unguarded.
Wait,
They might not be completely unconnected either.
yeah, and you said that this area was protected against teleportation, yes? So they would not be able to just...
Here in the tower,
Yes.
yeah, they cannot teleport within the tower.
Or below?
But not the entirety of Tribor.
Oh, sure. Yes.
That
we know
enemy
that
party teleported in previously.
Yes. Yes. But we have protection inside, so we have to hold the outside of the tower at minimum. Ideally, the outside of the town.
You see the Lord Protector. She walks out of the tower itself, just kind of looking around. She's kind of perusing the lands of the south. You see people in the Happy Horse Inn. Again, so they're the Happy Horse stables. They're talking and moving quickly as word is beginning to spread that these soldiers are creatures are coming from the south and from the northwest. She looks over at Garrick and says, "Do we know where they are at? Where they're coming from?" And Garrick nods and says, "Well, we've seen them moving up from the southern road, or at least nearby. They won't be long, but we haven't sent any scouts out there to see them yet."
Look over at Eck. Where is your mate?
My wife.
Yeah,
You were not mated to her?
My wife is at home right now, last I saw. And she is being protected currently.
Is that south?
That's north and to the west of where you guys are at.
Mm-hmm.
North and to the west, you see Boar's Rest. That's where the wizard is. Hyruth is there, and then beyond that, along the upper ridge, is some farmlands, and one of those houses is Eckankar's.
So they're going to have to go past us and the wizard. I don't know if the wizard's not going to help us, but he might defend his own home.
Yeah.
He's kind of an outlier.
Can you get a message to the wizard? I ask the Lord Protector.
He knows what is going on. He's not unaware.
Well, he may not. He knows what happens in his house, I am sure of that.
Let the giants and the goblins make a beeline for his juicy house. They will not like it. What they find.
All right. Anything else you're going to do as you're sitting there? As the Rothra is going over some papers with Tarth, the leader of the 12, and Garrick, Eckankar's oldest friend and also member of the 12. They're talking about troop formations and sending soldiers to shore up the walls, shore up the town to the south. Now this town doesn't have any walls, right? It's just open. So
putting up barricades between the outer houses.
they have already kind of pre-built some of those things, so they do exist in some ways, but they're sort of like they're trying to move them in position. Eckankar or anybody else want to do or say anything while you're here?
Yeah, like Tribor, it's not we don't have like a wall around the town, right? At all, no. I mean, I guess I would ask, well, if our compatriot isn't here yet, would you send us anywhere?
She looks at you and she says, I believe that we might want to send you with Garrick to check out the southern group of. That's the group that we've seen. We've heard sightings of something to the west, but we've not seen anything moving. To the south, we've seen them moving. They appear to be giants and some of these goblin creatures. And at that point, to the north and to the west of Boar's Rest, a large explosion of fire erupts on the outskirts of Tribor.
Oh boy.
As the last wisps of the day paint the sky purple and blue, the bright fire is clearly seen. Boom! I will give everybody a perception roll.
If we're not in rounds yet, I would actually attempt to fly up.
Nice, guys. Nice rolls.
Really well.
All right, everyone did really well. All right. All right. Well, what
Yeah.
you see?
Oh my god.
The lowest one was a 20.
That's a good bunch of roll. That is fantastic. All right. Yeah.
No,
Burn them up now.
I can't
so
see anything.
Not emo. Never mind.
Staring at
But
a
if
Yeah,
there are
he's
Hemo's deep in thought. But
I mean,
if they're
that's sort-
already so close. Is it time to move the stone, or is it time to defend the stone here in this area? Hemo's lost in
Lost in the sauce.
lost in tactics a little bit.
Okay.
Did you not hear the earth-shattering kaboom?
We literally said on the page it says kapow, kaboom. It's a full page. This thing is a full page spread. You know, that means
Right,
it's
right,
important.
oh,
in the
yeah.
comic book world.
I'm sorry, the kapow went right over my head.
Yeah, yeah. You conduct. All right. You see that the old windmill that many of you've seen before is suddenly been on fire. Lear, you immediately recognize this as the same windmill where you encountered the hawk, and when you were following the squirrel out of Waren's slumber. Lear, you know that this is leading to Eckankar's home in that area. Eckankar, of course, you immediately know that this burning windmill is not too far away from your home itself.
I'll turn to Garrig and be like, quick, we need to go now. Something's happening at the windmill.
All right, Garrick says to the Lord Protector, we cannot let the south go. We know the forces are there. Eckankar, maybe you should check out the area north of the northwest.
As he says, you should check out. I'm already running.
Yeah, you see him you see Eckankar take off, and the Lord Protector says, don't do anything rash.
So, as we step outside, Drew's going to pull out his obsidian steed
All right.
and trigger that.
Okay. I've been waiting for this. All right. Eckankar gets up and begins running. You walk up and you're going to trigger your obsidian steed. You put it down, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let me look up that information for you because something interesting.
I don't even know what this is.
Yeah. All right. As you summon the creature, it appears before you out of gas. It just goes. Still appears. All right. What I need you to do is I need you to give me a. What is it I need to do out of with this thing? You need to give me a. Give me a charisma skill. Give me a persuasion.
Uh-oh.
What'd you get?
So, do I have to announce my?
You don't have to announce anything. You're just casting the spell.
Well, yeah, but inspiration is.
You can, if you want to use inspiration, you can use it before or after the roll. The
After,
D6, yeah, the additional D6. You can just use it after the roll. That's fine. We've always played that way. It kind of that way it's more meaningful, more fun.
Oof.
Ooh.
All right. As this thing it emerges into space, it looks around. It begins looking here and there, and you're thinking you're going to command it. You're going to be like, I'm going to command you to do something, but it looks around, and as it looks, you see it beelines. It locks onto Eckankar running north, and it charges Eckankar.
God.
Roll initiative. We'll just kind of do this in metaphysical. I don't have a map for this. We'll just kind of do it in the air. All
What
right.
have you done?
All right.
Yeah, and you're running away. So it's like,
Yeah, I don't know what's happening behind me.
That's hilarious. All right, let me bring the tracker up. You know what? Let's just do it this way. Eckankar, we'll just see who wins and then have everybody else go afterwards. How about that?
Okay.
I've got a 12. What do you got for initiative?
14.
Okay, so you can go first, and then the nightmare will go, and then everybody else is going around the table. It just makes it quicker. All right, so Eckankar, you look and you see this horse get summoned. It is a horse that has this black kind of like lathered kind of flesh to it, the skin, and its feet actually burn with fire. You see smoke bellowing from its eyes, and its mane is etched with fire itself. You see, it whinnies, and when it does so, it whinnies in this kind of almost like this visceral, guttural whinny. And it takes off, and it starts charging right at you. its face itself is like think of it like not so much flesh as being made of ash and char, and its eyes burn with a fire. Its mouth has this cone of fire. Its neck has fire kind of internally in through its whole body, and it's charging you. What do you want to do?
It's like, this was supposed to be cool.
So it's charging me. I guess I'm.
Now remember,
just gonna...
this is the nightmare. This is the item that you found along with your axe and the leather armor within the chamber of the spiders on your way to headed to the tower.
Oh my god!
Yeah, like I don't know what happened. I know we have this item. It's running. I'm just going to assume Jaru's got this, and I just double move running towards the windmill. I'm just running. I'm booking.
Drew will call out, it has gone rogue.
All right. So your speed is 30, right?
Yeah, 30.
All right. Its speed is 60, so we can actually catch up to you in the time.
That's fine.
So it's going.
Have the rest of us come outside yet?
Yeah, everybody's outside. We're just gonna go in order. We're just gonna play this more like
You guys watch me get trampled.
yeah.
Hemo yells, "It sees you as its rider."
No, it does not.
All right.
You're the warrior with the Uthgard axe.
All right. As it flies up to you, it literally flies because it flies at 90. See, is kind of like his hooves almost feel like they're gliding over the ground. He's like 6 inches across the ground. It's like it runs up to you, and as it nears it, you hear this kind of guttural tone as it speaks to you in the infernal. It speaks to you in some kind of infernal language, but not out loud. Like in your head, you can hear it. And it's going, you hear this. Do you speak any infernal languages?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
You kind of hear this.
You think the Paladin of Ilmater would learn an infernal language?
Know the
Oh, yeah.
enemy,
Yes.
I guess.
All right.
Actually, you know thy enemy.
Oh, jeez.
All right. And as it nears you, let's see, it makes, which is 1. As it nears you, you see its heavy hooves come down and kind of like land right next to you. Boom, boom, as who's kind of a strike at you. But you have heavy armor and your shield and everything, and you're not exactly without quickness. You kind of dart to the side and curl up underneath this as these heavy hooves hit next to you. This horse is gigantic. I mean, think of the size of a horse compared to like even the strongest man. It's still pretty big.
Yeah.
His steam is coming out of his nose.
I think I'm just like under the shield. I'm like, Jaru, what is this? What is happening?
I'll go around the table and we'll just kind of do it from where I'm at, looking at it from my perspective. So for me, that would be Jaru is next, and then it'll be Flander, Lear, Hemo, and Theo. So Jaru, what do you want to do? You're 60 feet away from it, basically. And remember, we're playing kind of loose, so...
How do you control this thing?
Yeah. I'll try the command word again to like bring it to heel.
All right, give me a charisma roll.
Oy. Yeah, I'm getting rid of this thing. Persuasion or charisma?
Give me
Throwing it down a well.
persuasion.
Hey, nah, that's a little too soon.
Maybe you're gonna roll super high. Who knows?
Oh,
not enough.
bad.
Though. You got to command it. You literally try to command the thing, and the thing is just sitting. You're just. It's like speaking to a statue. Like,
can I offer him a flash of genius?
What's that?
Can I offer him a flash of genius?
It's not your turn yet, so you can't use reactions.
All right, fair.
Yeah. But you would be able to normally. All right. So that you've kind of done your thing. You can run after him, or just
Yeah,
stay.
I'll move, and then I'll move closer.
Yeah, you run forward 30 feet. That next is going to be Flander. Flander, what are you going to do? You see this nightmare of a horse run up and trying to clobber Eckankar. Jaru is arguing with a statue, and
Badly.
and Theo is trying to figure out how to help out. He's kind of fuddling through his mind a little bit.
Well, I'm going to give Jaru inspiration.
All right, you do that.
I'm also going to start singing to the horse, see if I can pacify it.
All right. You're gonna try to
Soothe the savage
soothe the
beast.
savage beast. Okay, so you are going to go and inspire Jaru, and then you kind of fumble through your brain to kind of come up with a counter method. You can just try to use like animal handling on it or something like that. You know that
Okay.
if you have some type of.
I do have animal handling, yeah.
All right, what's your
Nice.
benefit in animal handling? What's your bonus?
+3.
All right, well, it gives you a chance. You can running up toward
Better
the
than
horse.
my -1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me an animal handling roll. See if you can kind of do it.
Oh!
And you
Nat
critically.
Nat 20.
All right, you run up and you begin talking to the horse. Now,
There is a bridle. Just grabs it.
yeah, well, you kind of come up and start talking. The horse kind of looks at you oddly. He's not sure what to do. You see him. He's kind of reacting to you like he's not expecting someone to influence him.
Do you have any abyssal languages?
I don't have any abyssal. No,
Yeah, just checking.
But you do speak
Yeah.
Common, right? Yeah, you're speaking Common.
I do speak common, yeah.
No, this whole time.
Quite fluently, actually.
All right. The horse looks at you kind of oddly as you it's kind of discerned. It stops attacking Eckankar and looks at you and kind of steps forward at you and he goes,
Fire.
and you hear inside your head, almost as if the language is speaking backwards, as if it's this kind of this strange infernal 1980s version of D&D.
Is it infernal?
Yeah, you think it's some kind of infernal language, yeah.
You would have heard both Gishtar and Fortuna speak infernal.
Yeah.
Mm.
But you don't speak infernal yourself, right?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So you're hearing
But I
this
might
in your
recognize
head.
the language, but
Yeah, it's speaking inside your
We
head.
speak kitchen infernal, you know.
Yeah. All right, Lear, what are you gonna do? You see that Flander has run up on this horse and is speaking to it. The thing just kind of stops and is looking down at Flander, kind of like sizing him up. He's about 30 feet away from Flander right now as Flander is just running in after him.
Do I think speak with animals will work on this creature?
Well, it is technically not an animal; it is an infernal
Okay.
being.
All right. In that case, is it still on top of Eckankar, or is he kind of?
He's next to
gotten out from under
Eckankar, literally trying to attack him, and he kind of stops and he just kind of looks over at Eckankar. As Eckankar's kind of trying to dodge him.
Okay, well, this is a fun situation, but we have a burning windmill, so Lear is going to run past, turn into a giant spotted lion, and try to scoop up Eckankar.
Boom! You become the giant lion. What is your movement right now as a giant lion?
As a giant spotted lion, that would be 60.
All right, so you can reach them. You can transform as a bonus action and reach him in one round. In as your round, you wouldn't be able to scoop him up because you move,
Yeah.
but you can scoop him up.
Can I scoop him up with my action? Yeah, and then I not keep moving further. But
Well, yeah. Why couldn't
Okay.
you scoop him up?
He can. It's his action, but he can't keep moving.
Oh, well, yeah, you moved that. Yeah.
Right. He moves at 60 feet. He transforms.
He
He,
can't
can
dash.
scoop it up, but he can't keep running.
Right.
Right. All right. So that's what you do. Eckankar, you are scooped up by this giant lion paw.
He just throws you.
Sounds
on the
good to me.
Yeah.
Watch out for signs.
As you hear, unfortunately, we can't play anything from Lion King because YouTube will most likely kill us. But insert your Lion King song here. All right, that brings us to Hemo. Hemo, you're next on my list. What do you got? What do you got going on? As you see this nightmare standing next to him, and Hemo Eckankar is now being pulled on top of the giant lion.
Hemo approaches the horse. He's wearing the avian leather armor from the Uthgard tribe that we dug up in that ruin.
Okay.
I'm wondering if the horse, Hemo goes up to it, sort of like hands out at a safe range, and goes, "Are you an Uthgard warrior's horse?"
So you can move 60 feet, which would be your full movement, or you can move 30 feet and do an action. Your talking is free, of course. So you can tell me do you want to move the full 60, you get up right next to him, or do you want to just move 30 and see how things play out?
Well, I'd move 60 feet if that's in the direction of the windmill.
It is. So you basically
I'll
menus.
run to catch up to the horse then.
Perfect. All
And
right.
say, does this armor? Do you recognize this armor?
this creature kind of tilts its head at you. You can see it's looking you over, right? It's trying to discern as I make a roll. All right. It snorts at you and kind of in a very aggressive way. It kind of puts its head up and down and then kind of backs up a little bit. Kind of its feet jittering. You may need to do you have any type you might need some animal lore to understand exactly what it's doing, but it seems to be fidgeting in some way.
Well, that's better than open hostility, but
do you want to use your bonus action to recall knowledge on this thing? What's going on? You can kind of give me a skill roll. You'd have to give me an Arcana check based on its difficulty class. We use similar rolls to how Pathfinder does it to help you gather information. So give me an Arcana roll.
Sure. Very poor.
I apologize. I misread that. It is a fiend. So give me a religion roll, not an Arcana roll. I'm sorry. I said the wrong thing. What'd you get?
Not
well. You're trying to decipher what this thing's movements are, what's going on with it, but you're not picking up anything, nor do you know anything more about what a nightmare is specifically. All right, that will bring us to Theo. Theo, what are you going to do? This nightmare is sort of. You guys
maybe the horse is cursed too.
You're just planning
look at the armor we took from the same place. Should I be?
I'll come running up too. So yeah, can I do a?
What do you like to do? Want to try to
history?
Recall?
I think. Yeah, I'm gonna think about
give me a religion roll.
A religion?
Yeah.
I was thinking if I had heard anything in my past about these creatures.
Well, that's a recall knowledge about the lore of the creature itself. Yep. So that would be religion for these, because these are fiends.
Heard.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll switch over to.
Versus like history would be for like a human if you wanted to find out like what the goblinoids were doing.
I have a nice solid 6 for you on the religion.
Yeah, you guys, that this is probably some kind of a fiend.
He's running over
or something. But
maybe he's just hungry. I'm running up too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
By the way, we do that. I covered what that recall chant knowledge is. Now we use it on in our channel. You can go back and I'll put a tag up here if I can, in case you're interested.
I guess I could do a full round to run up there. Since I don't know what this thing is, I mean, he's just going to try to offer it food.
All right.
Well, so he'll grab what he can grab out of his pocket. He has some, standard rations, and then also in his pocket is 1 good berry, which,
all right.
I did have 2 before, and I used 1, and I'm down to 1. So,
all right, you hold out. You just run up and hold out some food.
Yeah.
Here you go. All right, you've done that. That brings us back to Eckankar. Eckankar, this creature is standing right next to you. He seems to be distracted a little bit by Flander right now. What do you want to do?
I think I'll take a page out of Hemo's book and I'll level the Uthgard axe towards it. I know I'm pretty high. I'll level it towards it and be like, back down. See.
All right, give me a persuasion roll from you, and you get to do it with advantage.
Oh. Nat 20 for 29.
Right. All right. When that happens, you see the creature step back, take 1 step back, and then it vanishes into mist. Stepping back, reverting back,
and then just Lear, quickly.
I'll take off.
All right. All right. This creature vanishes into mist, leaving the rest of you. I'm assuming you have the totem. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you can't think about this right now.
You're running forward.
Figure that horse out later.
Yep.
Yeah. You're like, what is going on with this thing?
All
I don't
the guards
understand.
are like, the what?
Everything's going nuts right now.
You've never actually tried to use it yet. You're just like, they're like, I know what this is. And with that, you're going to be running up on the as you come running up, you breach the threshold of the burning pillar, which is the windmill. You can see it's mostly charred now. It's been burning for a couple of minutes as you run across the entire town, and you can see that another house nearby is started on flames. But nearby, as you approach, you can. This is still in the distance. Still, you come across the Boar's Rest, which is the place that is where the wizard lives. When you close on the Boar's Rest, you can see that a shimmering shield rises up around the building, coating the whole building like a shield spell, effectively.
Gee, I told you.
Of course, old wizard. As long as it's outside your barrier, it's none of your concern.
As you run past the building, you can see Hyruth Kolstag standing on the balcony, simply observing as you run past toward the windmill in the distance. What do you guys? Anything you yelled at? Of course, he looks down at you but says nothing else. Anything else? Anybody else here wants to do?
Thank you for staying and being a target.
Is that what you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a giant glowing castle. There's going to be giants and stuff going, let's go there. So it will draw some heat.
Yeah.
Eckankar, are you saying anything?
I'm very focused on figuring out what's going on.
All right. Anybody else going to do or say anything with this? Hyruth, I'm just getting an opportunity for you. I didn't want to feel like you back.
As he's running off, I'm basically going to follow along ahead that way, but I'm also going up the whole time. So I'm going to try to get the lay of the land and see if I can spot movement or anything like that. Because height is an advantage, right?
Yeah.
To be able to see. So
you're going to fly up. How far up are you going to fly up?
I suppose we have quite a distance, so I'll probably be a couple hundred feet up. Let's say 200.
Are you going to be 200 feet up?
Dang.
All right. So as we kind of come onto the scene, you're going to be 200 feet up in the air. All right.
I was doing that as we were going. I'm going to drop it down a little. Let's say 150.
Just get big into arc.
Yeah.
So, but maybe 150 is a nice even even multiple of 30.
All right. As you near ahead of you, you can see that several houses have been set ablaze. Fires are all around it. But the thing that you're concerned with, the first thing that you can see is you see clearly. Theo, as you're flying, is you can see that several giants that are red and have kind of like almost like fire for beards and these weapons, these giant swords they carry, are running across the fields, heading straight east to west. I'm sorry, west to east.
Yep,
we're heading west,
eastbound.
With them are several other creatures that are kind of just like humanoid creatures. But the other thing you notice is a burning, just a burning flame that licks as it's walking. You think that this is itself a fire elemental. They seem to be racing from west to east, and you see that they are closing in on Eckankar's home. Not necessarily think that they're necessarily a target. You just see they're moving toward that.
Yeah. And I'm moving slower than they are. So they're, by this point, they've got to be ways ahead of me, but I can see that unfolding, right?
All right. I let you move at 30.
Yes. But he's moving at 60, right?
Well, he's moving at 60. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm going to bring up the map and we will see what we see. So you'll be coming in from the south. Let me bring the map up here.
Oh yeah, we already got some people in there.
Can move your
nice sleeping arrangements.
Hey, go ahead and put yourself to the south. Let's put yourself right about here. Coming in, if I can. Oh, of course, it's the wrong map level. Right about here. We'll kind of put you in that corner here. Don't stay within the first three or four squares of the corner as you come running in.
Would we be behind? Would the rest of us be behind these guys then?
We'll just put you together as a group. You know,
right.
You're the only one who's not going to be, because you said you were flying up, right?
But diagonals don't make a difference, right?
Yeah, the diagonals kind of don't work in D&D the same way. They basically have this. They are the same as.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I guess I'd be in the same spot.
So we'll just make it easy for everybody by making the map consistent.
Did you guys duck successfully through all the cities, the town's signs, the signage?
You get there and there's been several X-size head holes and signs.
All right,
you're like he seemingly should have been able to dodge these.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is, as you run up on the scene, I'm gonna first have you roll initiative, and then I'll present exactly what you see. because I think it's more fun that way. I think initiative sometimes takes away from the excitement a little bit. So I'm going to bring up the initiative tracker. Let me
here.
Yeah, let me make sure.
Yeah. Oh, Drew, you have some sort of aura up right now.
Oh, yeah.
So go ahead and put yourself up in there, and then I will reveal what you see. I'll back up a little bit so we can see.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we all move pretty quick.
Yeah, you do.
Speak for yourself.
Well, at least you're on my back.
Yep.
What did you roll?
A
Oh,
12.
12.
All right.
Yeah.
As you run up on the scene, what you can see is in the house. Most likely, your house has within it your wife, Jorlin's or mate, yeah, whatever. And then, but out here you can see that Callie is sitting out here. But what really frightens you is that Callie is not alone. She is going face to face with a giant.
Oh God.
Surrounding her are you can see these spidery creatures of flame. You've seen these spidery creatures of flame before.
You know.
One here. There's also a creature of pure fire that exists here. So what you're seeing here is you can see these creatures are all around your home right now. Boom. And to the south, coming up there, you can see that within around, you think that two additional giants are running from the south, going to be approaching by next round. I'll put their
Probably calling that stuff down, right? Like,
I'll put their initiatives in here.
There might be giants.
there are bee giants.
There are bee giants.
There are bee giant. There will be giants.
All right. Let me put them on the board here, the tracking board.
So in Faerun here, when we see a fire giant, do we all know? Oh, they are like legendary warriors.
I would think that
It's a big fucking giant with a sword.
Yeah,
It's
they're
gonna
big
be
giants
tough.
with swords, right?
But like their like sort of warrior reputation and culture is well known to us down here.
Well,
I don't know.
I mean, I think that you would know that they are giants, they're strong warriors and they wear armor and weapons, so it's a good indicator
And
that
they're
what they are.
huge.
Yeah. Maybe we don't know the intricacies of their culture, but they're obviously warriors.
All right, let me do their initiative here. All right, let me revamp the order of things, and we'll see where we're at. All right, so as you run into this craziness, you can see that there's a whole bunch of creatures here. You know that to the south there are giants running in. Hemo, what are you gonna do?
Oh man. There's a giant. He's got a huge sword. I absolutely need to fight him. So I'm gonna run forward. There's an insect in my way first.
What a guy.
Do you want to attack him?
I will. I want to go ahead and draw my dark steel scimitar and feel how good it feels in the hand and take a swing.
Go ahead, give it an attack.
This thing, as a +2 scimitar, gets +11 on the hit die.
oof.
15 to hit.
15, and you barely hit it.
Okay, so it does 9 points of slashing and 3 points of thunder.
Nice. It'll take both of those damage. All right,
And then
boom, you hit it.
I'll,
Little bit of a boom. Kind of when it hits, a little radiating thunder happens. Boom. All right,
Cool.
that was a one move and an attack. Anything else you're gonna do?
second attack will be 18 to hit. I'll deal 11 points of slashing and thunder.
Nice.
Nice.
We
That
are
will
not-
hit.
We are not a stealthy party.
No. All right. This creature is going to perish. However, when he does so, he explodes into a flame.
Of
Give me
lightning.
fire. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Surprise.
What'd you get?
Subtract that 5. I'm not in the aura. 16.
All right, so you're going to take half the damage. So you're going to take 4 points at half damage of fire damage from that explosion.
At this point, I'm just that's just the feeling of a kill.
Yeah,
That's
you
just
got
what
him.
I expect.
This is what happens. Yeah.
This is what happens when you kill a monster. On to the next one.
Anything else you're going to do? I don't know how far you moved. It's up to you.
I moved 30 feet to get up here, so I'm good.
Okay, that brings us to.
But I am running at this giant.
Yeah, that brings us to Flander. Is there anything else Flander would like to do? Perhaps let me bring you to the corner here. What do you want to do there, sir?
See you. I'm going to run up to where Hemo is there.
All right.
Oh, that's Eckankar. There I am. I think I can get to there.
All right, you run to there, and what?
Okay.
You're gonna have whatever weapon because you're running. So I'm assuming you're gonna have whatever weapon you were gonna.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and see how far is this guy away.
You have a building in your hand. I know that they're large creatures, but the building is going to give him pretty decent cover.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually target him because he's so tall, but the building's going to give him good cover, just so you know.
He has some things
Okay.
to deny cover.
Yeah, if you don't need to attack, you can do other things too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll give Hemo inspiration.
Woo!
And yeah, I will take a shot at the giant with my
I
crossbow.
still have inspiration, right?
Yeah. You didn't use it.
I haven't used it yet, but I have it, right?
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
guess
you
so.
still have it. Yep.
So you want to attack this creature, this guy here. He's going to have heavy. He's going to have heavy protection from being behind the building, even though he's kind of at the top of his head. You can kind of see him.
Mhm.
Go ahead and give him an attack roll if you'd like. What are you going to attack
Okay.
him with?
My crossbow.
All right. What armor class did you hit?
You handled it. Oh wait, I was looking at the wrong one. I thought
It's a natural 20.
nice. Oh,
Attaboy.
That will hit. Boom.
Mhm.
All right. You hit him with your crossbow.
Yep.
Right in his cheek.
And I will try that as well. So you should make a DC charisma save.
All right. You want to try to slow him?
that'd be a good one to slow.
All right. And what,
Be pretty good.
saving throw?
That'd be a good one to slow.
We all know the historic, legendary charisma of fire giants.
He is going to fail. So he has to make a save up to 3 more rounds. He gets a save at the end of every round, but right now he's slowed.
Excellent.
Yeah, what a great turn, Flander.
That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put that marker on him for now. It's hard to see him on there.
Okay.
Okay, he is slowed. Remind me when he gets to his turn. I believe you get
right here.
I believe you get advantage to attack him.
His eyes twitching now.
All right. That's you moved and shot once. Is there anything else you want to do?
I've used my bonus actions
All right. That brings us now to
and inadvertently inspired myself, it looks like.
yeah. Way to go.
Always a pleasure to charge with a fanfare.
Okay, so the affected target's speed is halved. It takes a -2 penalty, armor class, and dexterity saving throw, and it can't use reactions. Feel free to read the slow spells and tell me if there's anything else in there I missed. That's what I think you need right now. All right, that's Flander. That brings us to Lear. Lear, what are you gonna do? You're in lion form.
Okay, I think I'm going to haul Eckankar about this far,
Just drop him off.
where I can get. And I'll
on your
see-
back.
You
Drop him off for his
feel
wife.
free to jump at this giant if you want, but I'm going to use this round to attack Mr. Spider here.
All right, you're gonna attack the spider. This guy right here.
26 to hit,
That will hit.
10 piercing damage, and he's got to make a strength of 16. Will be
All
prone.
right. 10 piercing damage. He'll take the 10.
You rending him, you pouncing on him.
And then he has to make a 16. Oh, I rolled a natural 20.
Okay, well, he makes it. That's fine. Not prone.
He
can't
does
make
have
a
8
bonus
legs.
attack.
Yeah.
Fair. It's fair.
That's twice as many as Lear.
But that's all right. That'll be my turn for now.
All right. That brings us to Jaru. Jaru, what are you going to do? About at the corner here.
All right, I will initiate Blade Song. And
Yeah, we never established what this word sounds like.
I'm just thinking of like I'm just
Genre
thinking of
it
that from
Hamster dance.
about the from Disney's Robin Hood.
Mhm.
it's more of that from like the guttural singing.
Like the
And it's just like
like
Yeah,
like
from-
the Who, the
Vibrates.
H, like the HU, Who, the band.
Oh, I love the Who.
I went and saw them in
singing.
concert. Yeah, they were
Oh,
awesome.
Did you really?
I did. I saw them. One of my friends had a ticket and took me to see them. It was fantastic.
Crazy.
Yeah.
so. I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead
Hmm.
on the one that Lear hit and did
Who
not.
has
kill,
taken
correct?
damage?
This one here. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So they'll take a D12. What is my saving throw? I'm pretty sure I failed because I rolled a 9, and I don't think their wisdom's that great.
16.
Yep. So I'm gonna fail.
So it's gonna do what is it? 2d8. So 2d12.
2d12.
2d12. Come on.
Dang.
Just don't roll 2 1s. That
I
would
know,
be
right?
pathetic. Come on. Big number. When
No
you-
whammies.
19.
Oh,
There we go.
That is fantastic. Lear.
Sizzled.
Yeah, Lear, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
That's okay. I am
You're in my aura,
fairly
too.
Dexy as a.
Oh no!
That's not good.
Well, he's a giant.
2 and 2.
You're gonna take 8 points of fire damage as this spider bursts into
I mean,
flames.
that was a lot. From that
Am
one.
I too high up to take it, or do I need to take it as well?
No, it's only within 5 feet.
Okay.
you have to be
Sounds
within
good.
5 feet. So
Just get your paw. Ow.
Yeah.
I'll say you're
jeez.
I'll say since he's so big that you're not in the area.
Okay.
I could be a jerk and say it, but that's fine. All right. No, these creatures get to go. These creatures get to go. If there's a couple of them still alive, thankfully. All right, so I'm gonna have this one move 5, 10 to here. He runs forward. Actually, he runs to here, and he's going to make an attack on you. He's gonna spew fire at you.
Oh, he's spewing.
You need to give me and this will probably be easy for you. I think it's I gotta double check here. I gotta double check the spell to make sure I do it right. He basically effectively casts a burning hands on you.
Dex.
Yeah, so you gotta give me a dexterity save.
Ooh, I get that with advantage because I'm in Blade Song.
Nice. Well,
There we go.
hi.
Ooh, thank you. How'd you
19.
get?
Yeah, you made it. You made it. So you're going to take half damage from their effect, and a typical burning hands is was it 3d6? So it is 3d6, but you take half of that.
Damn. Toasty.
And I didn't roll great. I rolled a 6 and 2 1s, so it's 8. So you take half of that. It's 4. All right, so that's that one there. That one's going to do that. This one is going to do the same thing. He's gonna move to here, and he's gonna actually hit Eckankar and Lear. Both of them have to make me a savings throw, a dexterity savings throw.
So that is
Does that King card take
18.
with advantage because he gets behind the line?
No, he doesn't do that, but you do. Does that include your bonus to your save and everything?
18 is plus my
exactly.
bonus.
All right, and Cameron, what's your total?
15 with my bonus.
All right, so I think you both made it. 15 is what you need. So you're gonna both take 4 points of fire damage.
That's good.
All right, this one here is gonna move.
To update these.
He moves to here, and he's gonna spew. He moves to here, and he's gonna spew all over the house. Yeah, setting the house on fire.
No!
Oh no.
We just put so much money in that new port.
Hope you got good insurance.
And was that the same bank that Hemo used?
Yeah, you're literally part of your house is just set on fire.
Yup.
That I hit
Guess
all.
who's inside?
That's when they're
Fire giant?
Yeah.
here's gonna move.
What about your horsey? At least it's a
The
stone
back-
building.
Yeah, backache is in a stone building. It looks like.
Yeah, this one is going. Yeah, yeah, it does look like it's a stone building.
Your horse is named Backache?
Back kick.
Back kick. Come
Back kick.
on.
Well, his wife was pregnant, and I'm sure she has lots of backaches.
He also wears heavy armor, right? When he's riding.
Oh yeah.
He has a sway bad horse.
All right.
Every time I get on the horse, he's like, ah.
I'm too old for this crap.
Too much steel.
All right, that one moves over to the side and sets your house on fire.
Oh, rude.
Oh, come on. That's my new baby's room.
Yeah, well, yeah. And your
might not have to worry
your
about
mother-in-law was gonna stay there too, if you remember.
Yep.
Wait, is she there now? Did she show up
Not
today?
yet. Not yet.
She come early?
Oh no.
All right, this creature runs up and it tries to attack Callie. Ooh, I gotta see. I think she might have actually hit. Let me see. What is her bonus to hit? Bonus is no, not enough. Kind of runs up. Callie has a long spear and a shield. She kind of darts behind it and uses the spear almost to kind of kick off and kind of leaps away from the creature. All right, that brings us. I think all of them are done. That brings us to Theo. Theo, what are you gonna do?
All right, I'm gonna fly down in a ways here, so I'll mark myself at 120, and then I'm gonna use magic missile since that has 120 foot range,
All right.
and I'd be at 120, so that's perfect. And we're going down into the diagonal, and as you know, diagonals are all equal in
Yes.
D&D. So
D&D.
we'll just these ones are just firing on the crew down there, weren't they? So I'm gonna fire back on one of them. Let's go with this guy because he's in the most direct range.
All right, you're gonna magic missile them.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Fume.
Boom. How much damage do you magic missile them? For?
Fume. Hey, come on.
Yeah, better.
Rolled 2 1s and a 4, so a total of 9 points of force damage.
You hit him for 9 points of force damage. That is a hit, though. Shoo! Boom! Boom! Boom!
And I'm gonna
This one's-
use my.
This one gets hit.
Gonna hit, all right. And I'm also gonna use my bonus action to do my shield, my repulsion, defensive shield.
Bonus hit points.
So bonus hit points, yeah.
And how long does those bonus hit points last until they're used?
Doesn't say, so yeah.
They're just basically bonus hit points
Yeah.
probably till long rest or whatever. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us to the fire elemental itself. All right, let me see here. It moves to here because it can move through small spaces. It moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. It moves to here. It just literally goes.
Bastard.
Just goes right inside, and when it stops, where it stops at right there. It's kind of runs. It kind of opens to the opening, and you hear Jorlin just scream, and she screams for Callie because she doesn't even know you're there. She's like, Callie, they're here. And this guy here, what he ends up doing, he ends up causing more fire as is part of his turn inside the house. All right, that brings us to that it moves to there, and because it lands its turn there, it's going to use its turn to initiate a burn. That brings us to Kardur, the giant,
Who is slowed.
who is slowed. All right. It's going to make an attack, I believe, for a slowed creature. It is armor class is slow, but it does have an penalties to attack. On an 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect. It's for casting spells. Any effect for attacking?
I don't think so.
No.
Creature affected by a spell makes another wisdom saving. Looks like it's just
Use an
minus
action
2
or
armor.
bonus, but not both.
Right.
Otherwise, I think it is a normal.
Yeah, exactly right. So he's gonna go ahead. It's gonna go ahead and make an attack. He's gonna try to make an attack on Callie. And he gets 2 greatsword attacks on her, at a plus 11 to hit each one of them. So she's gonna hit once. She's gonna be hit twice. Oh my god, this is gonna do a lot.
It can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn, though, Alan.
Oh, what's that?
It can't make more than one attack or melee or ranged attack during its turn, though.
Oh, is that way because of he's slow?
Slow, yeah.
Nice. That may have
Oh,
saved
thank God.
Callie's life. Yeah, I didn't. The paragraph was busy, so I was trying to scan it.
Same, I kept.
So I was
able to
like,
keep going, though.
all right. So Callie is going to be hit. Oh my God, this is a shit ton of damage. 18, 19, 20, 21, 24, 29 plus 7. 35 points of fire slashing damage. Boom.
Ooh.
Hits her for 35.
Oh my god.
You think you think she was just basically, she's not a level 1 character like that, but you think she was greatly impacted by what just happened there. Oh, she just gets reeled by this creature, and she kind of hits back, and she yells up, and she's like, Eckankar, Jorlins is in the house. There are fire creatures everywhere.
Yep.
Eckankar, it's your turn.
I'm so scared. All right.
Eckankar, it's your turn.
Okay.
You can assume that the doors are unlocked for now, or whatever.
Yep. Ek is going to get off. How much movement will it cost to get off of
half
here?
half your movement to
Half your movement. Okay, so half my movement to get there.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's half your movement to dismount, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I have 15 feet more.
Yes. You're getting old. You're like,
I have.
back in my day, we could dismount for 5 feet. I think that's true for 3.5, if I remember right.
Maybe 10.
Okay, so I'll land there. I'll attack this guy first.
All right, go for it.
I need to make an opening.
You're gonna attack this one right here.
24 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
Oh god. No, wait. Oh, sorry. Yeah. No. I accidentally used the hammer of helm. I had the Uthgard axe out.
Yeah, you had the
So,
Earthguard axe, so I was assuming.
Yeah. So let me re-roll. Basically the same. 23. 12
damage.
points of slashing.
All right, you did your 12 points of slashing.
Still up.
Yep.
Yep. No, he hasn't been touched yet. All right. Second attack. 27 to hit,
That will hit.
and then an additional 8 points of damage.
It's exactly what you need to destroy this creature.
Let's go.
Unfortunately,
Ooh, let's go. Let's go.
unfortunately,
All right.
I brought him to the wrong level. I apologize. Unfortunately, both you and Callie have to give me dexterity saving throws. And-
She is in my aura.
Yeah, that's true. And she has a.
I got a 14.
All right, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail. Let me see what she rolls. She has a decent dexterity. She's gonna also fail though. Crap, I rolled a 3.
Crap.
All right, so you're both gonna take only 3 points of fire damage. Not too bad.
Okay. And -3.
Could have been 12.
Much worse. Yeah.
Could have been a lot worse. We're doing good on these rolls, and then I'll get. Now that that's dead, I'll get to here, and look in the door. Jarlins, go with Callie now. Just tell Jorlins and Callie, get out of here. Callie, bring the guard.
All right, I'm gonna have, since I haven't had Jorlins go in any turn, I'll have her go after your turn.
Okay.
Since you're commanding her, so you do that. She's going to flee out of here.
Yeah, that giant can't take reaction, so
Yeah.
perfect.
She's gonna flee out of here.
That's what my
Oh,
thought
actually,
was.
I
was like,
apologize. I have to make a save at the end of his turn to see if he's still slow.
oh no.
So,
It's a charisma save, yeah.
yeah. Let's
Yeah.
see. Oh, I think I might have failed again. Let's see.
Was it 15
Cross
or
my
16?
fingers.
Is it 16 or what do I need to get?
The 15.
Yeah, he failed again. So that's good.
Good.
So,
All right.
so she's
Yeah.
gonna run. She runs out. She sees the giant. And she just has big eyes. And she's looking at you, and she's like, "It's like,
I've got you. Go now.
She at
Take advantage
15.
of this slowed.
She moves to here.
Yep.
to
She
great
moves to here.
effect. Everybody unload.
And
That was
Callie's
60?
like, what's that?
That was 60?
She's just gonna move to there. She's gonna move to Cali. That's what you told her.
Oh.
She told her to go
Yeah.
to Cali.
I was like, at least you'll have some protection with Callie.
That's what she told him to do. So if you want her to do something else, you can let me know or yell at her. But that's what she's going to.
No, I'm
tie up with
just
Cali.
like, get to Callie, go find the guard, get to safety now.
Okay. All right. Well, you know, I thought do I have Cali on this list? I thought I did.
I don't see her.
I don't see her, so
Probably
I'm
not. I'm at the bottom.
I thought she was on the list, so I'm gonna put her on the list, and I'll put her just at 11.
Oh, just after Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically goes at the same time as Jorland's, huh?
Yeah, I'll just do
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I'm very appreciative.
Can they
Works
keep
that
moving
way.
then? Because
Yeah,
they're gonna go.
so what I'll do
she has
is-
more movement.
So what I'll do is I'm going to I'll have them both move 30 feet.
Yeah, it's basically half movement.
Yeah, so they're gonna you see them running
Does she have a bow?
into. She does not. She has a
Run
spear.
backwards and shoot.
So, based on the optics of this,
Yeah.
I do have a living will. So be ready to impose it. It's not looking good.
All right. So, all right. That's what Hemo is your turn. What are you gonna do?
All right. I think can I run under Lear if I don't end my turn there?
Yeah.
Okay, 5. 55, 60. So I'm gonna dash up to the front of the house, both swords drawn. I'm gonna point one of them at Cardeer here.
All right.
And say, my name is Hemo, who can heal the sword master of this town, and you picked the wrong day to come burning houses.
It looks down at you and it goes. I shall put an end to you and all who stand before me. He says this in common, and his voice is almost as if it's on fire.
Got a little crossbow bolt sticking out of his neck. Dude.
Yeah,
It's like a toothpick.
All right, Hemo, you just ran. Did you have any bonus actions you want to do or anything like that?
No, unless talking shit is a bonus action.
Flander,
I'd like to see you try at your size.
Flander, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I'm going to shoot this one. This one right here.
All right, go for it.
Yeah, get him.
Yeah.
It's half damaged already.
Yep.
Half dead.
Shooting the fire thing.
Fire spider. Oh,
Nice.
20
A 20 definitely hits.
for 11 points of damage.
I think that
All right,
is
that'll be enough.
enough,
And
yeah.
because nobody's around him, he bursts into flame. But unfortunately, nobody's there to take the strike.
That's the way to take him out.
Hell yeah.
Theo catches himself
Excuse me.
congratulating Flander.
All right.
I'd high five you if you were closer.
All right, Flander, you just moved a little bit and struck. Is there anything else you want to do? I don't think you did. You move 5 feet? I didn't even know what you moved.
I don't
didn't
think he
move.
moved at all.
No, I didn't move.
Okay.
Let's see.
What do you
Okay, I think I'm going to move over by the house here and see if I can hide.
Be an action.
there is a you can do that. There's a
Yeah,
creature observing you.
I can roll for it next time.
Yeah, you gonna run up there so you can. Yeah,
I'm gonna run
that's
up there,
totally
yeah.
fine. So you're
Can't
gonna
you
run up
bonus
there.
action? No, bonus action.
You can bonus action hide. He's
Yeah,
he's
I
a
can-
rogue.
Because he's rogue. Yeah.
Yep.
So you can go on and bonus action hide, but there's a creature
Direct
sitting
line of
right.
sight.
He's really staring right.
Yeah. My house is on fire. It's creating a lot of light.
You can't. But what you can do is you can jump into the brush here and hide. So you
That's
can.
what that's what my thought was.
So go ahead and move yourself inside the bush.
Okay. I'll
Now
jump
you can
into
go
the
ahead and
brush
give
and
yourself a
hide.
hide roll.
Okay.
Aim for the bushes.
It worked out so well for them.
You're pink. All right. What'd you roll for hide for stealth?
For stealth. A 19.
19. All right. Keep track of that because I'm going to ask you that when it comes to me trying to find you, or because I think that 19 is too high for just about anybody to passively see you. All right, that brings us to Lear. Lear, what are you going to do?
Okay, Lear will first kind of bound over here and mentally speak to Callie. You must go and alert the rest of the guards. This must be part of a larger attack. And then he will, using his 20 feet of straight line movement, try to knock this guy down.
This giant down?
Attack.
Awesome. So I
21
believe
to hit.
you have to strike to knock him down, or are you just going to make an athletics check?
It's part of my rend attack.
That's what I thought.
I attack him, 21 to hit,
Oh man,
19
21 hit
piercing.
will hit.
great damage.
You run behind. You
He did
run
19
between
hit.
Hemo still pointing a sword.
19, and then he's got, if he beats the 16 strength, he can stay standing.
It's a saving throw? Strength
Yeah.
save? Okay.
Probably not a problem for fire giant.
Probably
Yeah.
not. He probably has a plus
I didn't roll
16.
great though. I mean,
That's
I
true.
did not roll
That's true.
great.
You can roll a one,
mhm.
but I'm sure he's got
What do I need? A 16?
Yep.
8 on his strength.
I rolled a 15, so I actually failed.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Cool.
What?
Down.
Oh my god!
And then we'll use my bonus
They are the
action to
same
attack him
fucking
again.
size.
But
Yeah,
it's probably
remind
not
me
gonna-
that he's prone for turns when it's time for me to do something. All right, so you ran up, and how much damage? And you did damage. I got that
Yep,
already.
the 19.
Boom.
I'm going to make a second rend attack because I can as a bonus action if he's prone. but
Nice.
I only
And with
got a
advantage,
13 to hit.
That's not enough. You don't get anything bonus to hit other than being he's prone though, so you get advantage to attack him, right?
Oh, I guess I do. 17?
No, that's not enough.
Oh boy.
Screeching on the armor.
Boom, boom. His
Kinda
armor
just
class is
like-
very good.
Scraping at him as he's on the ground.
Yeah, and I'm trying to keep the map in play here for everybody to see. Okay, that brings us to Jaru. Jaru, what are you gonna do?
I will cast Greater Invisibility.
All right, you are now greatly invisible. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this to help me keep track of that. So I'm going to there. No, we'll do that so we can remind me that you're invisible.
Purple square.
Yeah, just so I
Okay.
can. It's just so I can be like, what's going on with that? All right. We've been looking at Foundry for VTTs, and I love it so much more than Roll20 most of the time. And as we come back to looking at Roll20, I'm like, oh, there's some things I just hate about Roll20. All right. But every tool's got advantages. So, all right, you ran to there. What else? You cast Greater Invisibility and you ran to there. Is there anything else you want to do?
I don't have a bonus action.
Okay. All right, that brings us to the yellows. Let's see if they got anything they can do here. Yes. All right, this one moves to. Oh, I gotta see if he recharges because he's already used his thing. Hold on. Okay, he can. He moves to here and he's gonna try to expel a burning hands at you. So give me a dexterity saving throw.
With advantage.
What did you get? He didn't roll great damage. He rolled very average damage. What did you get?
20.
Okay, so you make your save. So you're going to end up taking 10 points or half of that, which is 5 points of fire.
Okay.
And just give me a concentration check to make sure that you are still concentrating. Probably going to pass, but I have to ask anyway.
Oh, I get that at advantage too.
Yeah, but I think you've already made it with that,
Yep.
right? So I pretty assume you're going to pass, but I figured I'd
Yeah.
ask.
Well,
I
I get to add my 8.
Yeah.
So 22.
Yeah. All right. That brings us to Flander's hiding. Theo, are you up in the air still?
Yeah, I'm still 120.
You're hovering 120 feet up in the air. Got it. All right. Let's see here.
You know, spiders.
I can always.
Flander,
keep
you have the
burning my
option
house
of
down.
attacking with attack of opportunity as this thing moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's moving. I gotta move him around. He's moving here, but he doesn't know that you're there. So he kind of moves past you. This is at the 25 point. So is there anything else that you want to? Do you want to attack him? Do you want to make an attack of opportunity on him?
Could I do an attack of opportunity with the crossbow?
No, you need something.
Okay.
So basically, he's
Yeah.
going to run past you. He's going to attack Jaru because he's running around there, but he's running past you, and you just like, nope, I'm not going to touch him. So 5, 10, 15. So Jaru,
I'll
give
get
me
a beat on him though.
give me another saving throw as he spew. He hasn't done that yet first, so he
I
gets.
thought you did it at the house.
No, he just attacks the house. When you attack him,
Oh.
when he bites the house, he automatically does fire damage, and he can ignite anything
Yeah.
that's attacked.
That's fine.
It's been a dry season. It's a very burnable house.
Yeah. So let's see how much
Can I
damage it does.
wild shape into smoke?
Gotta have a.
Not great.
We gotta have a
catapult
talk with
damage.
Darathra Chandrel about fire code.
Constitution.
So you made.
Where's the
your
brigade?
dexterity
I
save?
make my cats. Well, yeah.
Okay, you made your dexterity save, so you're gonna take half. You're gonna take 4 points of fire damage. Not a big deal, but
No, it's
yeah. All right, so that was them. This dude here, he's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He moves up to here effectively. That's his full movement. That's all he can do. He goes, shh. These spiders come flying in here. That is all of the yellows, I think. And you can see that you can hear those giants coming from the south.
I still see them.
Uh,
Like glancing back.
yeah, you can see. There are 2 giants back there. If you want to target them with a ranged spell, you can. They are going to be 60 feet south of the Mason Dixon line back there, the southern
All right.
line.
Oh boy.
I'll just call out for now at least that there's 2 incoming from the south.
You can attack them, or you can attack somebody in this map.
Heard 60 plus that.
It's your turn. What would you like to do? You are down to the south of the map here. You can see that Eckankar's house is a place of chaos. Part of it's burning.
Yeah, and I saw. Yeah,
You
see
saw
exactly
this.
what's happening.
You definitely saw this creature go inside, and you can see the glowing inside of this creature.
It's getting
moves in.
brighter and brighter in there.
You just can't target.
But
it
also,
unless you go inside.
Jorlin's got out, so that's good.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
No, I think this town's going to have some fire damage. I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreat on myself. It is a self spell
All right.
as a bonus action.
So you get to move
I'll
automatically this round, yep.
So I'm going to move down again, and I'll been at 90 at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I'll move my regular movement as well, so I'll be down to 60. All right. So I'm basically traveling southward, and then I still have an action left. So I'm going to mark off that level 1 spell for Expeditious Retreat. I understand correctly, I can still cast a cantrip if I want to, right? As
Well,
one action cantrip.
if you because you didn't cast, what did you cast for a spell?
Expeditious Retreat was a bonus
Action. Yes, you're gonna cast a regular cantrip. That's true. Yeah.
That's what I thought. So I'm going to use. I assume these guys are not going to have. That fire won't hurt them very much. So I'm going to avoid. Actually, we fought these spiders before, right?
So I want to double check because your boots of flying,
They
right?
give me a movement speed. Yeah.
They give you a movement seed. They give you a flying movement seed, right?
Yes.
And what is it's under the artificer?
Mm-hmm.
It's this artificer special ability, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they're a wondrous item
Yeah,
actually. So
that's what
I'm recreating a magical item. So you can look up winged boots magical.
Oh, so
wondrous item.
so it creates the wing. So you basically create the wing boots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I want to ask what that's doing.
Yep.
All right. So then we have wing boots.
So you have a flying speed equal to your walking speed. You can use the boots to flap for 4 hours, all at once or in several shorter flights, minimum 1 minute per duration. If you for flying when the duration expires, you descend at a rate of 30 feet per round. And then you regain some 2 for every 12 that aren't in use.
Yeah. You say you have a flying speed equal to your walking speed, right?
Yeah.
So your walking speed is 30 feet, right?
Correct.
Okay. And then you can take your bonus action every round to go another
To
30
do-
feet.
Yeah,
With your-
basically, with Expeditious Retreat.
So if you wanted to do that. Okay, cool. Are you done with everything you're going to do?
I'm going to use my action to cast Acid Splash,
Nice.
which has a range of 60 on the
Jaru?
spider that is just ran past Flander.
You know,
over
he's
there.
been in trouble, you know, I'm just saying. So you want to acid splash to this guy?
Yeah, he's got a dex save of 16.
Dex save of 16. And that's an area effect of 1 creature?
Just
or-
on him, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dexterity save. I rolled a 15. I might have actually made that. Let me double check.
The spider's split
Nice,
team
yeah.
dexterous, right?
You would think, but you know, I will say that I don't customize every creature, and some of these I'm surprised how terrible they are at things. My dexterity is 0.
Really?
Oh.
Okay.
Shit.
That's a hit. And this doesn't say anything about, it just says target must see dexterity or take that damage. So I'll pop that out too.
Yep.
But yeah, I guess it's 10 points of acid damage.
Nice. You do that.
They take acid damage?
They do take acid damage.
All right, that's my turn.
I will triple check, but I thought I didn't see that on there. Yeah, they're pretty much they're pretty low level creatures. All right, that is that you fly over. You fire your acid splashing damage. Flander sees a bunch of acid. You kind of spark up toward him. You don't know where Flander is. He's just
There's
hiding
2 more
somewhere.
giants coming from the south.
All right, fire elemental gets to go. Fire
Yes,
elemental.
Flander,
gets to
you
go.
take care of those two. We'll handle these.
Oh boy.
All right, this creature's
Come on.
gonna move. He's gonna move through your living room, Eckankar. The place where you had tea, the place where you've drank coffee, where every morning you and Jorlins would spend time together in quiet conversation, where she would make you breakfast every day. When you came to this town, this is the first room that you entered into this house. You know, you kind of carried her across the threshold here, and now you see this foreign entity, this creature, this being come flying through, and he's going to reach out to attack
Lighting
you.
everything on fire as he goes.
He only gets to light if he takes his turn to do so.
Still, it's
Otherwise,
rude though.
Yeah.
We've established that. The game mechanics seem to suggest that you touch anything, you light on fire, but I think that's way too powerful for a creature.
Well, he can also just do it at will, so
Yeah.
that kind of makes it. Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
so-
I guess it's an action too.
So he's going to attack you, and I believe he only gets one attack, but I'll double check. He makes 2 touch attacks. Unlike 3.5, you don't have a touch armor class, because Eckankar's touch armor class would be like 9.
It would be garbage. Yeah.
Yeah. Now in 5.0, they don't have that problem. Okay, so he's gonna attack you. His bonus to hit isn't that great, so he's probably gonna miss you. Armor class. Does he have flanking though?
Well, he
He's
can't
on the
do no,
ground.
because he can't do reactions.
What's that?
The giant can't.
No,
do
it's not
reactions.
about reactions. It's about threat.
It's being threatened.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm
he
just-
can still attack me from the ground, so
Yeah.
I would assume he does have advantage.
yeah. So you're gonna have you don't have advantage.
2.
You have split +2 in this game.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
We changed that because the advantage gets too strong, so we changed it to just be a +2. All right. So
Yeah.
I have a armor class. Ooh, I still might have missed you. I have armor class 22.
That's a miss.
Yeah.
One more.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
I'm the
So
22. You're the 23.
he's gonna attack you
Yep.
one more time, a second time. Oh, he critically hit you.
Oh boy.
No.
Hit a 20. Boom. He strikes into you. His touch reaches out. You see the heat just kind of lick over the top of your shield. The first time you wrench him away, and as you do so, another fire blast just comes right underneath and just hits you right in the face, charring the part of your beard away.
Oh, that's a terrible smell.
Yeah, he's gonna critically hit you. So I double the die and add it. It's not the greatest rolls either, so it's going to do 13 points of fire damage, and you are now ignited on fire. Until the creature takes action to douse the fire, the creature takes 5, 1d10 damage at the start of each of its turns.
Ouch.
You are now ignited. I'll give you, how about like a orange on here to remind me that you're ignited. So at the beginning of you don't take it this round, you take it at the beginning of your returns.
Yep.
Boom. That's its creature. All right.
Crap.
Carter is going to stand. Because this
How tall is he?
he's 15 feet tall.
Jeez.
It's a big boy.
He's a big one.
He's going to rise to his feet. And unfortunately, because this isn't Pathfinder, nobody gets attacks of opportunity, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
And then let's see who he's going to attack. Is he going to be attack Lear, the lion?
The
or
giant lion,
Eckankar?
and knocked him down.
Yeah.
That knocked him down.
Yeah, I know you're trying to sell me on it. I know.
Thank you
I'm
for
gonna-
helping me,
I'm gonna
but
say
Ek will die.
So I'm going to Eckankar being 1 and 2, and the rest are going to be the
He's rolling a
Lion.
d4.
3. It looks like the
He's going
Lion.
to Lear.
the lion is going to be the one who's going to get attacked here.
Lion
Boom.
sleeps tonight.
A kid
Yeah.
about the d4. I don't know.
All right, so he's still slowed, right? He's still slow, so I guess one attack.
Technically, we'll never know.
Ooh, I'm pretty sure I hit you because I rolled a 9 and I have a plus 11. So that's going to be 20. Boom. All right, and let's see how much damage this guy is going to do to you. Fire Giant. He's going to strike you for Yeah, he's gonna hit you for a lot of damage.
Yeah.
This-
No, crap, you're too far away. No.
11. Okay, so that's gonna be. So 26 points. Oh, plus 7. 26 plus 7 is 33 points of fire damage. For slashing damage, I guess. I kind of wish it was like half and half, fire because it's a giant.
Right? Yeah.
But that's okay. You take slashing damage.
Okay.
D&D is a little basic sometimes. All right, that's what he does. He's still slowed though, and at the end of his turn, he has to
Let's
make
roll.
a saving throw. What's that?
Yeah. That.
Oh, I rolled a. It's a wisdom saving throw. You said right?
Charisma.
Charisma saving throw. Still can't make it. So his last round, all 3 rounds, he's gonna be slowed.
Nice.
This is literally saving us.
So really good.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, those giants are now at the bottom edge of this map. You see them next round. They're gonna be here. Just so you're aware of that fact.
Do the giants stand up?
He did, yes.
Yeah, the giant stood up.
So you can see down below here, these giants are gonna come onto the map next round. They're just past this line down. Just so you're aware. There are 2 more giants running in.
That out of bounds NPC feature can't come fast enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. It is now Callie and Callie.
I think it's my turn.
Jorlan's. Oh, is it your turn? I apologize that I skipped you.
They're 11. I'm 12.
Yeah, let Ek go.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I gotta douse these flames.
Yeah, Eckankar is
He's
your.
on fire.
Let me make sure that I'm going to resort that just to make sure. I think that somehow I got them missorted. Because it should be Eckankar is next.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Somehow they're out of order. All right, Eckankar, it is your turn.
Okay, so I take this fire damage.
You're going to take 1d10. Yeah, fire damage. Let me see.
Do you want me to splash some acid on that to put it out?
You're going to take 6.
Yeah, please.
You're going to take 6 points of fire damage. And you have a
Alright.
round that you have to take a round to get to douse it, or somebody else can take a round to douse it.
Yeah, I'll douse it.
All right.
I'll lick it off, and I'm going to step here.
All right.
Take the attack of opportunity on
He
this
doesn't get
guy.
attack of opportunity. Oh, he does from that guy. Yes. That dude
Yeah.
is going to get one. All right. He's going to attack you. No, not a chance. Your armor. You have such heavy armor on.
Okay. And that should be it, because I had to action, douse, and then, yeah, that should be all of my actions to
Right.
move.
Yeah. Jordan yells, Eckankar! Let's flee. What are you doing? And Callie's kind of grabbing at her. He's like, come on.
Now you need to go.
Come on.
Don't look back.
She starts running away with Jorlan's.
Wait, did you say you doused your flame? You're not on
Yeah.
fire anymore? Okay, good. You have an orange dot on you still.
Oh, I don't think I put that on me, so I'll take it.
Yeah, she takes off. All right, that brings us to Hemo. Hemo, what are you gonna do?
Well, I think I'm gonna run underneath Lear, and I'm gonna engage the giant in a sword fight, which never sounds like a great idea, but
Hey, you're flanking.
we're
is a
doing
good
it.
idea.
I'm the swordsman here.
We're doing it live.
We're flanking, you are not right now. Like, Ek moved.
No, Ek
yeah.
is here because this is a
You'd
square.
have to go one more.
Oh yeah, you have to be
Flanking.
here.
Yeah, I used all 30 feet
Dang.
Dude,
around him though. So
you can
this is
side
as
with this
far as I
guy.
can
Side
get.
with this guy.
Yeah.
Get him
Meant to
change
do
sides.
it. Meant to
Better
do it.
attack the giant. It's all good.
Crap. Yeah. Okay.
We're
Well,
your
you ran-
friends now.
I'm gonna swing at the giant here with
All right.
my regular attack with my
New sword.
fancy new sword.
Get him.
23 to hit.
That'll do.
Yes.
Should do 12 points of slashing and thunder.
I hear that
points of-
boom off
yeah,
in the
nice.
distance.
10 points slashing, 2 points thunder, yeah.
Get him.
Second attack, 13 to hit.
That will miss though. It is heavily armored.
Okay, and
Can you
bonus
use that
action attack.
D-
Oh, I could use the.
Oh,
You know what,
yeah,
I'll-
the
I'll
inspiration.
save
you
the
can use
bardic
Decent
for a
inspiration
second.
on it.
It's a D8.
I could use the sword's inspiration or the bardic inspiration. I think I'll save on that for now.
Okay.
We do
My
have 2
bonus-
more giants running in.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
bonus action attack is a 15 to hit.
All right. Your
Probably
bonus action
not
attack of
gonna
15
do
will
it.
miss. These things are heavily armored. Their armor class is as good as
Substantial.
any plated warrior. You know what I mean? It's pretty. They're pretty.
Yeah.
Armored. All right. That's Hemo. That brings us to Hemo. You are done, right?
Yep.
Okay. Flander, what are you gonna do? You're hiding in the bushes.
I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on this one here.
Okay. And you make a attack roll on that, or I make a save.
It's an attack roll, yep.
Okay, go ahead and make your
20.
attack roll. You
Does he
you
make
have
that
it-
with advantage?
You
'cause
have
he's
advantage
hidden?
because you're hiding.
Okay.
Crit
I'll
fish.
hit him with the 20.
Crit fish.
All right,
Fish.
we'll roll again because you
Yeah.
might critically hit him.
Okay. And
Wrong crit. Wrong crit.
It's okay though. You got the 20.
You did it the wrong way.
Back up. All right, so okay, how
Good-
much damage do you do?
good
on
waste
your-
of a
it's 13 points of cold damage.
All right, that'll be enough though. You send this thing exploding. It goes boom.
Plus the frost. Nice little sizzle with the heat.
All right, that brings us
Steam
to
I
nice.
do have to imagine this isn't the first time Flander's been hiding in the bushes next to a burning building, trying to escape. It's something about him.
Something about a natural element for him.
All right, Lear, it's your turn. What are you gonna do?
Okay, and since he's still slowed and can't take reactions, I'm just gonna run backwards and then run forwards at him again. So I get
Nice.
Yeah.
All right,
my knockdown attempt.
This little circle.
nice.
18 to hit.
13 or 18?
18.
18 will hit him.
Cool.
Yes.
15 points of damage.
All right, let me do the 15. You did a nice job.
And does he fall down again?
I don't
I'd
know.
be so
I have to make a saving throw. Is that right?
Yeah, DC
Yep.
16 strength.
Can you move
Strength
5
save, right?
feet to your right or to your left or down?
Down? I can move.
Oh, I rolled a
Yeah.
19. I rolled a 19. Sorry, man.
Okay, so he won't be knocked down. That's all right. And then as my bonus action, I'm going to burn a spell slot and get a little bit of health back.
Okay. Oh yeah, you are looking a little bit harder. Looking a little sad.
He hit you pretty hard. At least now I can at least use my protection ability
Aura?
with you.
Yeah, for sure. All right, that brings us to Jaru. What are you gonna do, Jaru?
All right, I can move to here.
Okay, you're right. That's your.
That's combination move and shadow step.
Okay, so you're now half. You're
Or
take half
actually-
damage from everything, right?
Yes. That's the spot, open spot there.
Sure.
Okay. And then we get nice.
Oh,
So the first one that I rolled earlier here, I hit a 22. So it's gonna get 8 points of damage, and then this one's a crit,
Oh, the D8s.
and that one's gonna be a booming blade.
Okay,
Ooh. That'll get him.
that's a crit on your booming blade. Nice.
Yes.
That's awesome.
oh my
What
god.
What did I say?
I don't know. You have to backtrack and make sure
Oh,
you figure it
See,
out.
10,
20.
6 slashing, 4 and 4 psychic, and then you're
So
booming,
24.
and then 21 from booming.
24, and then another 8.
Jeez.
So it's 24 plus 8. Is that what I'm saying?
Yes. Then 21 thunder damage.
Okay, 24 plus 8,
32.
32. All right.
And 21 is 53.
Yeah. Jaru can.
Jaru.
Critical on a booming blade that's a lot.
It's pretty.
What was the
pretty
other?
tough.
What was the last bit of damage that I'm missing?
21 with.
Oh, the 8. That's
Oh.
no. What am I missing? The 21 from the where?
Well, I got the first hit for 8 points.
Yeah, I got that.
You got
Right.
the 20.
And then 24 more,
Okay.
and then 21 more.
Okay, that's what I'm. Okay.
8 is Cameron. I
Okay. Thanks. I just want to
I
make
was
sure I got
pre-rolling it.
perfect. You hit him for a ton of damage. Good job. That is the yellows. I don't think there's any yellows left, are there? I think you got them all.
There's one left.
right here.
Yeah, one left.
Oh, the slacker. The slack.
Oh, there's two.
The slack.
Let me see
There's
here.
two left.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there is. Let me see here if he's recharged.
Yes.
He didn't. Oh, no, I don't. Yeah, he did. This guy hasn't done his thing yet. So he's going to go ahead and. Yeah. Let's see. See which one he's going to do. So Jaru is 1, 2, 3, and Eckankar is 4, 5, and 6. So 1, 2, 3 it is. So he's going to go after Jaru, and then what's he going to do with Jaru? He's going to move to here, and he's going to do 1, 2, 3. You and Hemo each have to give me saving throws because he is spewing out some fire.
More spew.
Dexterity.
Dexterity saving throw, yes.
Can I actually take a bardic inspiration on that?
If you want, sure. If you got it, use it.
17.
17 made it, yeah. What'd you get, Hemo?
Add 6 for
Nice.
15.
That you both make it. You're gonna take. You're gonna take 4 points of fire damage each.
So I take 2.
Good inspiration. I'm
Yeah,
not
because
on
you're
fire.
injured. Yeah, perfect. And then you
So I
do
should
still need to give me
update my-
the unfortunate roll of seeing if you are still have a spell. All right, most likely you're gonna make it, but ooh, you rolled a 4 though. You had a
Well, that I had my intelligence to that as well.
yeah.
So 16.
So, all right. So, well, the Fuhrer just had the 4. It could've been a lot
that
worse,
is, yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is
yeah.
so that's cool. All right, so that brings us to my allergies have been driving me nuts the last 2 days. Sorry, or last 2 weeks. All right, so that brings us to let me get the tracker up. Somehow the tracker went missing.
I think that is me after these
I see
spiders.
it.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. I just like how things go when you minimize them. They go like transparent. It's what it is. All right, that is after the yellows. I had another yellow, right? Did I have another one? This one here, right?
Yeah, there's 2 of those.
All right. So Flander is no longer hidden anymore. Is that correct?
Yeah, he shot one.
You shot your shot. Let's see if he's going to attack you or spew on you. Let's see here. He's going to attack you. So he runs up to bite you. Let's see if he's going to. Ooh, I missed you terribly. All right, that brings us to Theo. Theo, what are you going to do?
All right. I know these. I think Flander's got these spiders done. I know there's 2 giants coming down or coming north from the south. Can I see more specifically where they're coming from? They're pretty much due south of me right now.
Sure.
Or are they like more west?
Well, I'll tell you what. Let me roll randomly here, and I'll
All right.
roll. Basically, they're coming straight up the center pipe here.
Right there. All right.
Yeah.
I'll do my move action and my bonus action to bring me down to basically just 10 feet above the ground.
Okay.
They're 15 feet tall, right? So I'll be
Yeah.
5 feet above the ground. That should get me to there. Not a big deal. And then I will.
Yeah, and they're gonna come right. They're coming right through this area right here.
As he's moving down, he casts mirror image on himself.
Good idea.
Probably a
him-
good idea.
3 images, and he basically calls out like, "What's the plan here, Ek?" I'll mark a indicator so you can say I have mirror image. That is it.
All
My
right.
turn.
All right. Then you have mirror image and remind me because we probably will be wrapping up soon. That you have that for a minute or two. Is
I
that
think
right?
it's a minute.
right.
Yes, 1 minute.
Fire Elemental gets to go. It's already punished Eckankar once. It is going to do so again. Yep, it's going to. It doesn't give advantage. I gotta see what is his intelligence. Not great. So,
Fire isn't that smart.
yeah, I know,
Just
I know.
the essence of fire, you know?
It just
Yeah.
does what it does,
It just does what it does.
which is burn X whole house down.
right,
Apparently.
I
Burn my
Eckankar-
house down.
I'm so
Eckankar-
sorry I switched away from gust of wind, by the way.
Yeah, Eckankar is going to make 2 attacks on you. Most likely they're going to
have
fail
no
because your armor class is so incredibly hard. But you never know.
You never know.
I rolled a natural 20 and a
Oh my
17.
Damn.
Can you stop critting me? Come on.
And I
Hey,
gotta
you
see.
can
I gotta
smite.
see.
This is karma.
I gotta see if the 17 he gets a bonus to hit. He has a what to hit? A +6, which is gonna be 23.
Also, what's it?
Exactly. Both
But
hit.
he hits both times.
Oh.
So
Alright.
critically hit. You're gonna be hit for double whatever this is. So 8 doubled is 16 plus 3. So you're gonna be hit for. Yeah, you can hit 8.
19.
16 plus 3 is 19, thank you. And then the second attack, you're just normal hit for, crappy damage. 3 plus 3 is 6. And you now ignite
Ow.
until you take an action.
God
You're going to take
dang
1 10 per round.
All right.
Boom. All right, that is what it does. Yeah, that's what it does. The giant goes, and that also means the other giants are going to go to the south. And then we're going to do Eckankar, and then we're going to we'll wrap up for the round because it's getting late for us. We're running short weeks just right now because of the Renaissance Festival. We're all working there, or some of us are working there, and we have other things going on. All right, so without delaying too much here, he is already standing still, right? You didn't knock him back down again, correct? He is now. This is his last round of being slowed. So let's see who's going to attack. He has.
He's got a plethora of targets.
Yeah.
Target-rich environment.
Well,
Yep.
Jaru, did you hit him yet?
I did.
You
hard.
did. Yeah.
Very
Hit him
hard.
really good.
So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But he's invisible.
He doesn't like that lion though. With Jaru
It's
being
big and
invisible, he
threatening.
must think that lion is just an easier target to hit. So he's gonna go in and make his one freaking attack.
Which is the giant.
At the lion.
He's going to hit you because I have a 13. I rolled
I'm
a
gonna
13.
use my protection fighting style.
So it gives him disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
All right. Ooh, I might not have hit that. Let me double check. What's your armor class? 13 with that lion?
Oh, only a 15.
Let me see here. But I have a plus 11 to hit. It's still gonna hit. Dang.
Oh, okay.
I roll.
That's
I
worth
roll
a shot.
I roll a 7, but I have a
Shot.
plus 11 to hit. So
Yeah.
all right. So
Yeah.
let's see here. So he's gonna hit you. He does a shit ton of damage. Like, oh my god. I to confirm every time I have to double check. I'm like, is that really how much damage it is? Yeah. Okay.
There's 2 more coming.
So he's gonna hit you for. He's gonna hit you for 23 plus 7, 30 points of slashing.
No.
That's clear. 30 points of slashing.
There's a worthy challenger back here.
Okay.
All right. Meanwhile, to the south. I'm gonna move the map.
I'm glad I healed that last bonus action.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that would have put you
Popped me
out,
back
right?
out.
Yeah. All right. From the south, these creatures are gonna come running up. They're going to get up to you, Theo. And they are still, because they're just past their line, they can still move their full distance and attack you. You're 5 feet up, you said, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'll put this one here.
Jesus Christ.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh
Boom.
boy.
They come running up,
Woof.
and they're both going to try to smite you. Now your armor class
Well,
is
the dice
super-
are real bad. This could be the end of the round.
Yeah.
I bet
Yeah.
you Emma Stank smells great.
I do have the mirror images up, and yep, I got my bonus. My
Yeah.
shield. Everything I can do is up right now.
Yeah, that's right.
This is
So first
the
attack.
most
I
hard
rolled
you're
a
ever to
4
hit.
and a 7. My best attack still missed you. That guy
Okay.
rolled terribly against you.
Okay.
The other one, I'm just going to do both their attacks at one time. Ooh, I rolled really good then. Let's start with the lowest one. So I rolled a 14 plus 11 is going to be 25.
That will hit me.
But you have mirror images
I
up.
do. So mirror images up on the screen there. Basically, where'd they go? Each time a teacher tries to attack, roll a d20 to determine whether your attack instead targets one of your duplicates. If you have 3 duplicates, you must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack's target. To a
How many
duplicate.
duplicates do you have?
I have 3.
So go ahead and roll a d20 and you tell me if
D20.
it hits you
I got
or...
a 19, so that hits one of the duplicates.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh, so now you
Nice.
have 2 duplicates,
Down to
right?
2.
All right.
I'm
And now
using
I-
the blue bar for
And
that.
I have a 17 plus 11, which is going to be a 28 hit armor class. And let's see if he hits the other duplicate.
All right. So then if I, oh man, where'd they go? 2 duplicates. All right, 8 or higher. Here we go. D20, 8 or higher. 11.
The dupe. Oh
There you go.
boy.
All right, so he hits another duplicate. Boom! You were saved by that spell. That was a great.
Yeah, you were. Way to go, dude.
Nice choice.
But you're running out of copies.
I am indeed running out of copies, and they're just disappearing around me. I'm like, what's the plan, guys?
All right, Eckankar, is your turn. What are you gonna do?
Take this fire damage to start.
I thought you
1d10.
put yourself out. Where'd you get hit later?
He got hit me again. He crit me again.
Yeah. All right, so you're gonna take the D10 damage.
Yep.
Roll again here. Oh crap! I rolled an 8.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Hope
So
you pretend.
I'll.
No, I don't want to hurt. I don't want to kill you guys. It's no fun. I'm not. You know what I mean. I want to be.
Only 8.
I will.
Emma Stank and
sends
Nifu
3
get
giants that
down
can hit
here.
for 30 points.
Yeah.
30 people are talking, so stop, everybody. I love that you're ambitious, but I just can't hear. I'm sorry. So I think Alir was talking first. What were you saying, Alir?
I was just saying that it seems like you don't want to kill us, and you send 3 giants with
Hey, what?
swing for 30 hit points.
You're fine. You're fine.
All right.
All right.
We're gonna live forever.
How's this giant looking, by the way?
He's looking pretty bad. He's looking really bad.
That gives us some hope, at least.
Yeah. So I will douse the flame.
All right.
I am not gonna move. I'm going to second wind.
All right.
And oh god, terrible. Only for 4. But then I will yell out to Theo, just be like, "The guard is coming. We'll be coming. Hold fast."
Okay.
That's all we got.
All right.
He's like, it's okay. I just got 2 more of those giants.
We're gonna be fine.
All right. To the south. To the south.
To the left, to the left.
Where Theo is. He's standing there facing off against those giants. When suddenly you're not alone. It's not just giants coming here. It is what it is.
Oh,
You see suddenly an image emanates from the vapor. And you see a tall, almost Santa Claus looking figure. If Santa Claus was always pissed. He walks up and he appears and he looks over at these giants, and then he looks over at you, Theo, and he says, "Where is Eckankar?"
Oh no.
Do I recognize this man?
Yeah, he's the wizard.
He is
Yeah,
the
it's
wizard.
Arut.
Holstein.
So I've seen him confront the Lord Protector then and ask
Yeah.
for his like monthly rent back or whatever,
You
right?
did, and he's the one who Jaru had an orb
Yep.
that had
returned it to
electricity
him.
that cast electrical magic. Correct.
Yeah. He'll point. He's on the other side of the building.
Behind you.
He'll point to the other side of the room.
Yep.
He looks back there and he goes, "Oh fuck."
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Do you happen to have any lightning? This would be a perfect. He looks back for a second, pauses. Line.
And he says to you, he tells you, he says, "Well, I owe you one in return, so let this be it." He takes out the orb that he has, this crystal orb that has lightning flashing through it. He touches it. He touches his fingers on it, and as he emits a fireball. You see the fireball, boom, fire from his hands. A fireball ricochets. It comes flying out across the layers here.
That's not what I asked.
Right here, boom.
That's good.
Fireball hits right here. It's gonna hit right here, and it erupts. Boom! In all directions, this lightning flashes in every direction.
Didn't
You've
even.
seen those lightning strikes, and you're like,
He's just like, fuck Theo.
Fuck this guy.
Yeah. I have to tell.
I owe you one.
That's me or not.
Straight
All right.
to the face.
As the lightning erupts, you see these creatures. I have to make
It might be an
saving throws
invocation.
because they might not.
Yeah, he might have careful casting.
They both
it get me?
are enveloped in lightning. They're
Important question: as this is blowing up around me, is it hitting me?
Give me a dexterity save.
Ah!
Oh, man.
This son of a bitch.
What'd you get?
Oof.
Got a 14.
14. All right. You're gonna. Oh god, I did that wrong here. Hold on. I gotta put their hit points down correctly. If you don't hit enter, it doesn't actually. It just it drives me nuts. All right.
I think
Theo,
I know
Theo.
this is like a little bit of. I'm gonna use my flash of genius.
You're gonna
give
use your
myself-
flash of genius.
Yeah.
You probably don't.
He might not.
Well. All I can say is that you rolled a 14.
Can I get it?
Well, I'm just gonna tell you that failed the savings throw, so you're gonna take 140 electrical damage if he didn't emit you from the area.
I was just thinking about it too. Like, I don't even know if an 18 would actually be enough to get out of this guy's thing. So he's just trusting him. He's literally
Oh
just
my
trusting
god.
Dope wizard. That's
him.
This
He
guy.
winces. He literally just winces like this.
All right,
I'm sure some licks across your arm.
and what happens is you see these two just completely engulfed in lightning. This is shambles. It just falls down, and he looks over at you, Theo, after he's done. He looks over at you and he says, "I'm not cleaning that."
I think we can handle it from here. Well, maybe there's more to the south. Have you seen any more to the south? He starts to get back to business. Is there more to the south?
He says, even though it's a little bit not really his turn, but it's fun because it's gaming wise fun. He says he looks around and he says I'm not your scout. He disappears.
Nah.
Wow. Teleports in and teleports out.
He technically legally couldn't, but it's more fun from the story.
That's
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, good for him.
Sometimes as a DM,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
like have the NPCs do like I'm breaking the rules a little bit because it's more fun.
Sure.
If he was gonna stay and fight, I would have had him partake more in the rules.
Well, how did you know we weren't going to turn on him right then and kill him?
Good point. Do you want me to put him
What was
back?
that last part? Did you say on the what was the
No,
part at
I'm
the end?
not
Because I
gonna-
don't know if that would happen.
Hemo, eat, say less.
All right. and with that, we're gonna see if you can clean up these few stragglers
get
next
'em.
week. When suddenly Eckankar's home has been attacked, and you know that Kali and Jorlins have fled into the night. To the south, you hear the sound of battle horns from the guards. You know that
What's
that
going
town is
down?
under attack, and this might not be their only combat tonight.
I hope
Probably not.
the Harpers show up.
All right, let's we'll pick up next week, and then we'll another short week then, and we'll have some more fun.
We are playing next week.
I was hoping so. Is everybody available for
What's
next
it?
week?
Oh, it's
Yes.
okay.
This
It's not
is
last
deadly.
week. It's not last week.
Yeah, next week, and then I have the final week, which I'm gone. I'm back, and then I'm gonna be at the Ringling Brothers.
I was
after that.
figuring we weren't going to do last weekend because
Yeah, it's too difficult.
Yeah.
That's on the 29th. Though.
Yeah, the 29th I think is the last weekend. So we'll just figure it out.
Cool.
But I'm thinking that we might be. It's very possible, depending on if we play later or if we're not too late starting, that we could get things wrapped up next week. Otherwise, we'll have kind of like a half game session to kind of get you to a point where you're. I don't want to leave things sort of too up in the air for 6 months or 3 months or however long it takes us to get back to it. So, all right, well, so let's wrap it up here and we'll get back to it and we'll see what we see for next time. We may be getting to a chapter closer or we'll pick it up the time after. We don't really have a plan. We're terrible at that.
Or a horrible death by fire and giants and goblins. It's always on the table.
Who's
Definitely.
to say? Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, you guys have a good night and we'll see everybody next week. Bye.